Hey guys, welcome in. We're doing something very different today. It's the first time on stream that I'm playing a demo, and I feel like how many demos have I played in my life? This could be the second or third game demo I've played like ever. I think I've played the demo for Yoko's Island Express before buying it, and other than that, I don't remember. I mean, maybe there was another demo of something that I don't remember. But yeah, I'm usually not someone who plays demos. Not because I don't think they're a bad thing or they don't have value. Absolutely the opposite. I think demos are an amazing thing, and I love that there are so many games, especially indie games, that have demos free to play available on Steam. Because I think just demos are an amazing way to like give people the opportunity to try your game and see what it's about, what the gameplay feels like, what the idea is, before committing to a purchase, or even while you're still in development, to like drum the hype and the excitement. Like for example, right now the demo for the game Trees Hate You is going absolutely kind of viral, and like every stream, every YouTuber is playing that. I constantly get recommended videos for people playing that demo. And yeah, so basically everyone already knows about this game, and when this game comes out I can only hope that that the popularity the demo has translates to game purchases. And I got, like, the mighty algorithm blessed me today, the YouTube algorithm, and showed me the trailer for this game. And I watched it and was like, yes to everything about this. This is scratching an itch I didn't know I had. And since the game isn't out yet, I was like, okay, at least let me play the demo. According to the Steam page, it's 20 minutes long. We'll see. Maybe I'll take a little longer. But I was like, okay, this is a really short time commitment. Let me at least get a feeling for this. And yeah, the reason I personally don't like playing demos, I mean, again, I said I've done it once or twice to try a game, particularly when I wasn't super sure if I would enjoy the game and, you know, didn't want to purchase it. And even if you can return it on Steam, if there's a demo, try the demo, then make your purchase decision. But yeah, the reason I usually don't play demos is I don't want to get spoiled. I love to play games blind, and I love to have as little information about them going in as possible. So if I always watch the trailers, I look at the tags in the stores to like just see, like, you know, sometimes from the gameplay I don't realize something, like, I don't know, sometimes I don't recognize a horror game as a proper horror game. So it's like, ooh, this looks a little spooky, but then it's like, okay, yeah, survival horror, and I was like, okay, cool. I don't know why, it just happens from the promotional material that I don't always see that. But yeah, that's the reason why I don't usually play demos, so to not spoil the game experience for me. But this was like, I want that. I want to try this out. Alright, so let's give this a whirl. To my mother dearest. The journey felt as endless as Master Godric bemoaned it would, but we've finally gotten to Runnymere Lake. I'm sure my childhood memories will resurface if I make progress on the map. So yeah, apparently we are a cartographer who's sent into a specific region. We're tasked with mapping it, and apparently there's also conflict going on there, and I don't know, intrigues and stuff according to the description text on Steam. We'll see how much of that we see in the demo, but like I'll honestly would probably play this if the game was just, hey, run around and make a map of the area, like create a map. If that was all the gameplay, I would probably still be hyped for it. I do hope the threat of war isn't making life in the capital even more difficult than usual. Believe me, I'll do all I can to draw the border and bring back peace. I really long to return home and give you a detailed account of all my wanderings. I should give you regards to Jean Roux, Bertil, Little Jean and all the Dalmicon cousins, as promised. Georgie. Oh, how I suffer so. Godric? Okay, is that... No, that's us. That's the motherfucker. Okay. How you suffer so? Okay, not as much as I, who had to carry you here. Rest your legs. You'll soon be back on your feet. I'll give you anything for it to have been my leg that... Wait. I would give anything for it to have been my leg that gave way rather than yours. I mean, since it's just a demo, I don't mind being an asshole. My torment is not solely physical. Think of what this injury of mine truly means. Which is? Oh, are you a painter? Is that supposed to be... in your hand here? Is that supposed to be a palette? I'm obliged to entrust my royal mission to my clumsy disciple. That is my true pain. Oh! So it's just a disciple. One single error, a second of carelessness when mapping this forgotten back border, and the border will be all wrong. And if the border is wrong, well, that would lead to mapocalypse. Okay, just think. Fortunately, and no, I can comment on how there would be war. Any errors of mine would change nothing. No one ever ventures here. There would be war? Like, is it really that serious? Absolutely! War and devastation. You get it. And it would be these poor illiterate cabbage thieves who would pay the price. They're not illiterate and they don't grow cabbage yet. To think these people, simple people, know nothing of what is going on in the world right now. Let's be sassy. They're not illiterate and they don't grow cabbage. What do you know, young man? You certainly seem rather hasty in your judgments. What I'm talking about, I was born here? Apologize. Yeah, I don't want to apologize, but I don't know, was I born here? Yeah. There are such things as feelings in our line of work. Do you think Ptolemy used feelings to write the geography? Certainly not. Only rigor and logic. We mustn't tarry, get to work and start measuring. Do you see the statue to the right on the island in the lake? Sketch it and then show me your work. Yep. Move your mouse to either side of the screen and look around. Okay. Hello. With sadness. What a fascinating picture. Suzanne. Okay. Here, by the way. Keely. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's my boat. Oh, sorry. Yours? Our boat, Kelly. Kelly and Alice, okay? I saw it first, Alice. I predicted it would come here. Let's be tired. Ladies, I'm terribly sorry. What's the cartographer doing all the way out here? This one's got ambition so high he'll never measure up. And he's not the first. Doubtless he'll be back soon, as confident as ever. And he's finished his training. When he's finished his training, I'll lend him my boat. Our boat. I like the girls already. Okay, how do I get back? Ah, okay. Interesting. Sorry, I did click the by accident. Is your friend always this grumpy? I'd love to have you stay. I'd love to have you stay while you get your work done. But he, well, I've known pigs that were friendlier. Oh, she absolutely can't talk about the kingdom's most brilliant cartographer like that. Thank you very much. Mr. Cartographer isn't my friend. He's supervising me. He's supervising me while I map the area. Really, another one? How many are they planning on sending? You're the first cartographer to come here. I warned the last one, but they didn't listen. And then, one day to the next, he disappeared. Poof. No news from him since. Though I must say, people didn't like him much. Couldn't even stand him, really. Wait, what did you warn him about? What about all the danger around here? Band of cows, the mist on the lake, quicksand. He must have just gotten enough one day and scurried on home. Who'd want to go so far home in the first place? What about your map? Are you going to add my farm to it? I mean, I would love to. It's already on it right here. Well, it's not technically. Is it on it? Ah. Oh, how beautiful. I knew you were an artist as soon as I laid eyes on you. Hello, Richt! That's the question. Are the maps scary? Are we scary? Is the terrain scary? Are you having a great day, sweetie? That's the question. Apparently we can start a war with our map. I don't know if we can get already do that in the demo, if we have to wait for the full release for that, but that's something the game promised me. And don't I love to start wars. I knew you were an artist as soon as I laid eyes on you. I'm sorry. I'm not. I've got a job to do. I don't know. I was born a few centuries. I'm not an artist. I have a job to do. I don't know how to count. That's okay. You can still help me. Huh? With what? Are you blushing? I've written a letter. Oh. It's for Noah. He lives on the lake. But my letter isn't very pretty. Here's my letter. Please decorate it for me. Oh, but don't read it. I'll wait for you here. Come back when you're done. Okay, wait. Give me a second. Everything has the statue yet? Yes, I have. There you go. Splendid. Now we need to take some measurements. Do you know what this instrument is? Is it like a pottometer? A pottometer? Yes, for measuring butts. Ah, yes, of course. I'm afraid that's incorrect, young man. It's a waywiser. Also known as a pedometer, which counts your steps. The name comes from podo, which comes from Latin, of course. And which means toe. There you have it. Pliny the Elder would have yelled "Podo Okius" when stubbing his little toe in the middle of the night. But that's really not important, you know? Stop distracting me with all your nonsense. We have work to do. For wayways, you can measure the distance between two places, as long as you walk in a straight line. Personally, I have a more even stride when I walk on my tiptoes. I'll make sure to toe the line. Now measure distance between here and the statue. Come back, then come back and see me. Okay, click on the statue to measure its distance from the farm. Okay. It's shiny now. Have you used the waywiser to measure the distance between here and the statue yet? Yes, I have. Just as you requested. Perfect. With this measurement, we can now mark the statue on the map. Take this map. It was started by your predecessor. Speaking of which, the farmer told me of him. Ah, you didn't know. Now I understand why you were so enthusiastic when I told you about the job. We'll talk about him later. I open the map and mark the statue on it. You must use both your powers of observation and the distance measure to find the exact location. Understood. Click and hold a token and drag it onto the map. Okay. So here's the farm. $210 steps. That it? Ah, no, that's it. Okay. Okay, but the connection to the land is missing. It's a little irritating. Have you marked the exact location of the statue in the map yet? Yes, it's done. Well done, my boy. There's a distillery on the other side of the lake. You also need to put that on the map. I'm supposed to get there. I can't exactly walk in the water. Very astute of you to mention. That's why I'm going to give you a new tool, a graphometer. The graphometer measures the angle between 2 points on the horizon from where you're standing. The farm is a perfect place to measure the angle between the distillery and the statue. Let's go, graphometer! So, also let me decorate the letter if I can. And I'm totally not gonna read that. To Noah, my beloved friend, I want to tell you, when you last visited and the words have been churning in my head ever since it's like cats in a cage, which is why I'm writing this letter to finally set them free. Please don't treat them harshly or with indifference, but because I know you have a gentle heart, I can trust you with them. Here goes. I love you, and I want you to be my husband. I know you've always lived underwater, but my farm can be your ship on the ocean of our short lives. Anyway, just come, Yvette. So, we're gonna sign up with a cow, that's for sure. And let's see what else. Maybe. Little bushes. Why not? And of course to top it off we need some hearts. Where does she say I love you? Wanted to be my husband, let's put hearts there. Let's place some hearts over the eyes. Oh my god, that would be something. Place hearts over all the eyes. You would totally marry someone who does that, right? Harshly or with indifference, but because I know a gentle heart. Just you lift up your goods. I love you and I want to be my husband. Oh, let's get rid of this and this and replace them. Alright, much prettier now. I have decorated your letter. Oh, thank you, kid. It's beautiful. Please can you give the letter to Noah? I can't leave my animals, and Noah lives out in the lake. And either way, I'd be fish out of water there. I prefer the land. Just be aware that Noah's had some bad experiences with men of your ilk. So be sure to be as sweet as lamb. Okay. You find me in the village of Lake. Okay, good to know. Let's look around some more. Ah, okay. Alright, so now we do this. Click on the statue to start measuring the angle, okay? Click on the distiller to finish measuring the angle, okay? Oh damn, that's much further away than it looks. I probably would have put it somewhere here. Cool. Okay. Can you get the boat now? So tougher, it's one of the dishes behind another. It's not the first, it was... He's finished his training, I'll lend him a boat. Oh, okay. So I guess we haven't officially finished our training. We're getting measuring that angle. Angle measured. And I even put a distillery on the map. This map is coming together. I have good news, my boy. I believe you're now ready to survey the area and map it on your own. Yay! First Cartographer's journey says there's a village on the other side of the lake. Unfortunately, the smoke from the distillery will certainly make it difficult to take any measurements. I'll let you work that one out on your own. As for me, it's time for a well-deserved rest. Best of luck, Georgie, and do take care, won't you? Sure. Alright, I guess I can take the boat now. We'd like to cross the lake. In my boat. That's where we're going, but you don't even know yourself. Of course, this is where I go. Laketon. A village on stilts. In the middle of the lake. It'll sink soon. You're going to bring us wonderful things. And much tragedy too. But you'll do your best. Is he really worth enough for my boat? His fate seems different from the others. If he turns away from it, we'll never know what the forces of this land have in store for him. So be it. He may use my boat. Our boat. Bon voyage, Georgie. Quack. Let me give you a little scratch behind the ear. Urzin. That's a dog's name. Also, 10 out of 10 game, you can pet the dog. Come here, little bunny. Making maps. Hey, Kellen. The melody of B-flat major Allegro. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Oh yeah, sure. I will quickly tweet in the melody of B-flat major Allegro. I'll do that. I love how specific that is. Available in complete game. Okay. I mean, I would love... Okay, I guess I don't really have anything else as an anchor point. In the middle of the lake. Okay, but we... Shouldn't it be then? Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess this will be... I'm trying to think if we can place like the fog of the distillery or like the smoke is covering up Laketon from the view of the statue. But like I would have to know how the wind blows. Like, is it covering? Is the smoke covering this area? Oh, you can see it because I can see my mouse. Basically, I'm thinking: is it the smoke going this way or is it going this way? Because if it's going this way, then Laketon could be anywhere past here. If it's going this way, it has to be past here somewhere. Okay, well, let's see how much more we can do in the demo. Lady with a goose. We have a duck. Would you like a treat, little ducky? In a frenzied rush of emotions as if drunk. In a frenzied rush of emotions as if drunk. Quack, quack, quack. Lovely. Okay, but we have a fisherman. Excuse me, I'm looking for a certain Noah. He's standing right in front of you. Nice to meet you. I'm Captain Noah. Georgie Bougnot, Royal Cartographer. By the dreadful Duke's Dragon of Destiny, a cartographer. What a marvelous vacation you have. Tell me about your journeys. I want to know everything. Have you found the lost city of Atlantis? Not yet. How big was the largest lava lake you've had to cross? How many of your assistants have been devoured by bloodthirsty lions? Sorry to disappoint, but this is the very first journey I've taken. Oh, good to know. How about the shape of the Earth? In sailing, any clock sent from Europe would always be out of sync. I had no choice but to weigh down the balance wheel, otherwise the seconds would pass too slowly. I came to the conclusion that gravity is different where I was born. Irrefutable proof that the Earth isn't a sphere. Be full of glee, for it's a kiwi. Aha! I knew it! Yvette's going to be blown away when she hears the news. If I was born a free man, perhaps I could have been a cartographer myself. Speaking of which, Yvette gave me a letter for you. Yvette? Yvette wrote me a letter? What are you waiting for? I must read it. It will cost you a little something. I mean, again, you're playing the demo, we can be an asshole. Do you want a beam? I'll give you one. I'll even give you two beams. Forget about your beams, I have a proposal for you. Could you do something about the smoke coming from the distillery? I can't take any measures without a clear view of the horizon. Very well. Thank you. Very much appreciate the help. And my letter? Oh, of course, take it. Beloved friend, gentle, love, husband. By the sirens of Odysseus. Out of the way, I must go to Yvette as quickly as possible. Away anchor, set course for the farm. Wait, you've forgotten about the smoke from the distillery. Ah, of course. Cartography waits for no one. Change of course, to the distillery. Okay, cool. Something actually gonna happen, or... We can scratch multiple times. Who are you? He's a goose, isn't he? Wait, tell me he's a swan. May I pet him? Hold it on, with all the hatred... with all the hatred of the world. Honk. It's so endearing that all the animals have like extra descriptive stuff in brackets. No lady's poodle could possibly hope to match the elegance of your avian companion. Odilon attacks! What? Attack! Okay, okay. I'll leave you alone, I'll leave you alone. Okay, what now? Do I have to travel back to the farm? Let's try that. Let's see, where should I head to now? Or should I go to the distillery? I mean, that's also not available in the demo. Whatever could that possibly mean? Alright, let's get going. Full speed ahead. To the distillery. That's also available in the complete game. Got it. Hello. Hello, gentlemen. Tell me once you've marked Laketon on the map, so I can go find a max. Okay. Altus. You're the cartographer Georgie, right? Smell this for me, Georgie. The scent of the pine trees around Runmere Lake. Is it just balm for the soul? Meh. What do you mean, meh? Your nose smells the pines that are the source of turpentine. But for the brothers August and Baltus, it's the smell of success. A success earned through our own sweat and blood. How did you do it? There was nothing here when August and I arrived from the Ossimblode Empire. Just land battered by wind and covered in sheep dung. And miserable shepherds perched on shaking stilts. What poor fools! You should have seen them, my friend. Things are much better for everyone now that we have the forest. Forest looks a lot like a plantation. Correct, that's because it is a plantation. Lovely pines in perfect rows. It's a well-ordered forest with no ghosts or witches to be found. My brother and I joke that it's so organized we could give it street names. Just imagine, Baltus August Street. Come on, give it a try yourself. It's hilarious, you'll see. Make up a street. Harebrained Idea Road. I like that one. A man's worth is measured by his wit. A man like you deserves to have a street named after him. Georgie Street, after the man who put the Arsbruven distillery on the map. And if you wouldn't mind making it a tad bigger while you're at it. Stop smoking the landscape and I might be accommodating. You're certainly a man who means business. Unfortunately, when it comes to the smoke, my brother August has the last word. Well, keep that in mind. Come back whenever you like, my friend. Are you August? Yes. 43, 44, 45, 16 to 195. Huh? What? What was I just now? Oh, drat, I've lost count. Yeah, can we talk about the smoke from your distillery? Baltus and I have an order to fill. Here, the customer is more than always right. He's even above the king. So unless the smoke is irritating my client's throat, we'll be continuing to do things as we are. If His Majesty Jean the Seventh hurt you, he'd put you in chains on the spot. You want to bet on that, Georges? Where did you get the idea that these lands belong to the king? Until you've drawn the border, only God himself is above me. God and that customer of mine. What if your customer asked you himself? Noah? Captain Noah. Wait, Noah's actually a customer? Yes, of course, whatever you wish. You're the customer up there. The deed is done. Okay, cool. Then, let's angle. And there it is. That's the end of the demo. I liked it a lot. I can't wait for the full release. I hope it releases soon. There's a lot of fun stuff going on here. Nice. Alright. Then I'm gonna quickly put some music on and we're gonna switch over to Plato and Moses. I can really see myself enjoying that game. But yeah, so I didn't like maybe after Cartographer a very bare bones answer earlier, Gala, sorry about that. But yeah, it's basically you're sent to a remote area in a fictional country, as opposed to map it and also draw a border. Also, there's like a threat of warnstorming, and apparently you can talk to the people there, and there will be like intrigues and drama and all kinds of stuff, and delivering love letters and who knows what else. And yeah, I just saw a trailer for it today, and I was like, This looks like something I'd absolutely love. And my hair looks like shit today, sorry about that. Okay, let's switch up the scene and hope that works. Ah, yeah, there we are. Nice, nice. Okay, awesome. Then we continue our adventures on the last train to Clawville. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure if it's saved. The dialogue we had with Mr. Hong Kong.
Indeed.
Okay, apparently it did. Looks like it did. Okay. Okay, then I still have my 3 timed actions. I remember last time we opened the Torogan puzzle box and found like this angry owl decoding device. Decoding, encoding? I don't know. Maybe it's an enigma. And we've talked to Marco and to Hong Kong. I mean, I'd love to talk more with Hong Kong. Other than that, I'm not sure who I'd like to talk to, if I'm completely honest. So yeah, I would say we do the same thing again. We go around to different people, see what kind of information we can get without using up our timed action, and then go from there.
Interesting.
So, Basil. Okay, nothing new I can talk to you about?
Let's see.
He's very concentrated as if he's deep in thought. But there's no sign of nervousness. His body is completely calm and relaxed. Quite strange. Maybe he's had a drink or two to help him relax. Okay, Pierre. What about you? Nothing new going on. By the way, can I give you stuff?
I beg your pardon?
Okay, no.
For the wild ones. I beg your pardon?
Okay, just trying to see if I can have some interactions with items. Okay, that's the dialogue we've already had. Menu makes the stomach turn. Okay. So if nothing's going on here, then let's see. Ambassador Mujara. Yeah. Okay, that's a timed event. Interesting. Talking to him. Timed event. Okay. Let me quickly. We have 3 timed events. We couldn't talk to Hong Kong. Talking to Margot is a timed event. And then the only other person, Basil, doesn't have anything to talk about, and Pierre doesn't have anything to talk about, and the other person is Cassidy. Okay, so we only have 3 people available, and all 3 of them are timed events. Okay, so I guess we don't have to make a choice this time around. That's pleasant.
So, Mr. Windrider.
Then let's stick to Marco.
Mr. Wildflower?
You knew what that box was when it fell out of Mr. Hong Kong's hands?
That's right.
May I ask how you recognized it?
You see, I'm a well-traveled bird. I've been to every corner of the wilderness. And of course, all the colonies. I've seen boxes like this one many times. In fact, I once had to steal one.
Excuse me?
Or rather, steal it back. Haha, to be more precise. A wealthy client had me recover his secret box from a band of pirates. It was child's play.
Do you know anything about this particular secret box?
Look, I've never seen this one before. They're all different. They're all unique. They're handmade, and their opening mechanisms are as unique as their artistic craftsmanship, as is what they contain.
Why do you think Mr. Honk Honk wanted to get rid of it?
No idea, but I don't like that guy. He looks shady. I can spot a con artist a mile away.
You mean con artists recognize each other, right?
I'm a fortune hunter, fuzzball. It's not the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Would you mind telling me what you are going to do when you get to Clawville? What do you want to know? Is it related to the investigation? Everything's related to the investigation right now. I can't say yet, just curious. Well, it's no secret that I'm going to visit a friend there. He might have a new job for me. Some kind of mission thingy. A mission thingy? They're putting together a new mercenary team there. And they need someone who knows Averia inside out. That's all I know. But even if I knew more, I couldn't tell you. Why is that? Because it's a secret, my pal. Why does everyone on this train have some kind of secret mission? That's a really good question, dear Plato.
Yes.
If Limp wanted to know for now.
I haven't had a chance to ask you what you think of the other passengers.
There's all sorts of characters here. A baron, a smuggler, murderous police officers.
What did you say?
Ha! Just kidding, little kitty. Just kidding.
You got a high-risk sense of humor.
Actually, I don't think it was you. I overheard that almost everyone had a motive to kill the old saber-tooth.
More specifically?
There are the two actors. The girl was terrified of the ambassador, and the guy was chasing after his daughter in secret. Kunya, the ambassador's own daughter, couldn't stop saying how much she hated her father. Then there were the two saints from Tarogo. Needless to say, they had the most to gain from the murder. Then there's the notorious smuggler who had business with the ambassador. And then there was the baron, who is suspicious from the get-go, calling himself a baron when he's not.
Ooh.
Considering that you just arrived, you've assessed the situation pretty well.
What can I say? I have a knack for these things.
Yeah, for eavesdropping.
For sleuthing, my dear kitty. You could even hire me as a wingman. You know, wingman.
Thank you, Mr. Windrider. You've been a great help.
Alright, that's all about Marco. Okay. Just out of curiosity, let's try talking to Hong Kong again. But I assume it's gonna be with Kunya earlier?
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's actually really good.
Let's see.
Okay, nothing new on the plant or the flower. The plant or the drawer. The plant and the flower, the same thing. I don't know why, but for some reason seeing this painting just gave me the idea that all the ladies might have conspirated together to kill Ignat. Like Fanny sedating me, Kunya sedating her father, and maybe our dear Bunny doing the actual killing. I don't know why. It's probably nonsense, but that just came to me.
Ambassador.
What? Yes, I'm here. I'm listening. What do you want?
If I may, you were very deep in thought.
Well, yes. I must admit, when I embarked on this journey, I expected everything, even the start of an international scandal. But this is something much worse.
Well, scandal is certainly inevitable now. The question is how to handle it.
And whether we can provide answers when we reach Clawville.
And whether we can keep what happened a secret, am I right?
Ah, Moses! We didn't even think about that!
I thought about it, dear Plato.
Well, of course you did.
If the news gets to Clawville before we do, and before you can come up with a reasonable explanation, the war may have already begun.
And we must do everything we can to prevent that.
Yes, we must. That's true. But
To what end, sir? I don't quite understand.
war is inevitable. You see, Torogo is just a small country, whose insignificant problems seem real only to its inhabitants. But we fought our own war with Stavonia. And if I've learned anything about war, it's that,
In war, you can't win.
as you say, there are no winners.
Yeah, exactly. That's also my point of view, and it's why actually I think even if the Torogo delegation had the most reason to hate Ignat and wish his death, they also have the most to lose. If it would come to a war, their best bet would be okay, kill him and peace would stay intact, but they can't guarantee that.
Do you think war is inevitable, no matter what we do or would have done?
I do. And that whoever did what they did either acted out of blind hatred or knew exactly what they were causing.
Maybe both at the same time.
Either way, we can't change our fate. And if that's the case, we must accept it with respect.
This is the spiritual leader talking, right?
I'm just an animal like everyone else. I feel that now more than ever.
Well, thank you for your honesty, Separ.
Well, Ambassador Mujara can be ruled out from the equation.
What makes you say that?
After what he just said?
That's exactly why we can't rule him out.
Explain that, because I'm at a loss.
If Ambassador Mujara sincerely believes that the war will happen anyway, then Ambassador Ignat's life or death has no bearing on it.
So?
Yeah, I'm afraid Moses has a point. I still don't think he did it. Well, Fanny, the thing about Fanny, with her knowledge about the plans, the question is, who else could have sedated or drugged in any way Moses?
So if it changes nothing, he might as well kill the ambassador he hates with all his heart. It doesn't matter when you look at the big picture.
I mean, the thing, if Fanny didn't give Moses anything to sedate him, I'm coming back to Pierre, because before he went to their cabin and they talked about plans, he got himself a drink, didn't he? At least that's what I remember. I'd have to go back to the earlier streams and check, but we were at the bar, or did we decline a drink? Okay, I'd have to go to the earlier streams and check if Moses had a drink. I know Plato had a bunch of drinks, but the question is if Moses had a drink. Because yeah, then I'm circling back to Pierre, who prepared the drink, if Moses had one. Or potentially Cunha, who was at the bar. The question is, and potentially could have, and was the closest to, like, physically, to possibly slip something into a drink.
You are an evil genius, Moses.
It's still just a theory, and doesn't make him any more suspicious than the others. But we have to keep an eye on him.
And we will, like an eagle.
Come on, don't be that hard on yourself, my friend. Felines have great eyesight, too.
Forget how to leave the ambassador alone for now. Agree. Okay. Alright, then Cassidy. I mean, it's irritating that no one else, that so many of the other characters are not available. I mean, I understand why, it's just irritating because of the train setting. Like, where the hell are they? You know what I mean? Like, they're not in their cabins and they're not in any public areas. Basically, they've just vanished from the train right now. Or they are all in locked rooms, which is also weird. Nothing new on the nightstand, I suppose? Alright, Cassidy.
Stop right there! I have a gun!
Excuse me?
Oh, it's just you. Forgive me.
Is there a problem?
Problem? What kind of problem? After all, there's only one murderer on board. It's just my nerves are on edge, just a little.
But so far, you seem to be handling things quite confidently.
Well, I have to keep up appearances, you know, because of Cassandra. She's so weak and fragile. If she sees me panicking, well, she'll panic too. And then it'll all be over.
Sir, I can assure you there's no reason to panic.
Oh, don't give me that cop crap. You think I don't know? Even an idiot knows. Everyone saw it.
What are you talking about?
That Cunha and I... you know, the affair. So they're definitely going to kill me.
Who is they, and why would they kill you? Just because of an affair?
Wait a minute. This is too fast for me. Why would they want to kill you?
Again, who is they?
Isn't it obvious? I had an affair with the ambassador's daughter, so I might know something that no one else knows. Some secret, which could be important to the killer.
So, do you know a secret like that?
What? Me? No! No way! No, but that doesn't mean I couldn't, no. So the killer will definitely want to kill me, and probably Cunha too, for that matter.
That's some mind-bending logic, brother.
Please, calm down, Mr. Lupus. The killer has likely achieved his goal by killing Mr. Ignat. I don't think he would risk committing further murders.
In such cases, the perpetrator usually goes into hiding or tries to escape, or pretends to panic in order to divert suspicion from himself.
You're
not talking about me, are you?
Well, there is a movie star from Clawville who seduced the ambassador's precious daughter. If the ambassador found out, he would surely wring his neck. And then there's the daughter, who repeatedly stated that she would kill her own father if she could. All things considered, don't you think that makes you a very likely suspect?
If you put it like that.
Oh, good heavens, I hadn't thought of that. Oh, but it's perfectly logical. I mean, are you crazy? This is absurd.
We'll see, Mr. Lupus. We'll see.
All we ask is that you don't leave your cabin for a while.
Leave? Never. At least I feel safe here.
Good. We'll talk again.
Just find the perpetrator, okay? And I'd rather not hear your ridiculous accusations again.
Are you an ostrich or a wolf?
What do you mean?
Putting your head in the sand.
Never mind.
And nothing more to talk about? Well, too bad. Alright, time for the next timed event.
This case makes my head hurt, Moses.
Yes. I think it's better to call it a day. And...
Hello!
Mm.
Are you there? Detectives!
Yes. Well, what would you like, Mr. Windrider?
I think you need to come right away. I mean, immediately.
What happened?
Someone's been killed. Again.
Honk honk?
What?
No, that's impossible. It can't be. They'll kill me for this.
Pierre, what's going on?
They're going to kill me.
What? How? You? Why?
It doesn't matter. If we can find out who did it, I'm already finished. I'll lose my job. I'll go to prison, a labor camp, or worse.
Please, Pierre, pull yourself together.
No, you don't understand. I'm an insect. I shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't have gotten this job. It's all just for facade, just to show the Stavonians how open and free we are. It's all a lie, and now I'm done for.
Well, that's, brutal.
Pierre should have gotten off the train in the bird paradise, yeah. I mean, he couldn't. It's his job. But who died? Is it Hong Kong? Who were we thinking? Hong Kong or Mujara? I think in Hong Kong.
Please, Pierre, believe me, I understand how you feel, but you have to help us.
No, detective. You don't understand.
Okay, you're right. I don't understand. I can't understand. But one thing is certain. Without you, this case will never be solved. And after this all ends, my partner and I will vouch for you. But please, help us.
I'm going to be disappointed if it wasn't Cassidy. I haven't considered that. Mainly because I was actually talking to Cassidy like as the last person, but that doesn't have to mean anything.
If we don't get to the bottom of this, then the word of two suspects won't help me. Quite the contrary.
That can't happen. Because with your help, we'll find out who did it. I give you my word of honor. Or may my name not be Moses Wildflower.
Know that, Lamprecht, know that.
And mine, Plato Manuel Palladius.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I suppose you're right.
Okay, cut to the chase. Who's there?
Whatever happens to me, this case is bigger than a tiny insect.
That's true. But you are neither insignificant nor tiny, Pierre. I don't care what others say. Without you, we might not be alive today.
Gentlemen, I thank you.
Well, what are we dealing with here?
It's better if you see it with your own eyes.
Drum rolls, please.
And here endeth the tale of the Black Goose.
Of course, it's Hong Kong.
I didn't expect this.
This story must have been written by a lunatic.
What do you think? What could have happened?
We need to thoroughly examine the crime scene, Pierre. Please don't let anyone in or out. In fact, it will be best if no one left their room until we're done here.
Rip Hong
I'll
Kong.
do what I can do.
No more onk voice acting.
Thank you, Pierre.
Damn.
Let's see.
Damn, very dramatic music, by the way. Oh, body! Okay! I was honestly not quite prepared for that. By the way, Dan, it's not the correct knot for this purpose. Yeah, trigger warning maybe? Too late for that. Also, how likely is it? Like, usually you would stand on something like a chair. I guess you could have also climbed up there, but with the... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna assume that this was most likely not a suicide? I don't know.
They just simply hanged him.
Are they trying to make it look like suicide?
Possibly.
Maybe it is. We don't know yet. I don't think so, though.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
There's something creepy about him hanging there. We should take him down, shouldn't we?
We'll do that as soon as we finished our thorough investigation of the scene.
I wouldn't have believed it. But I honestly feel sorry for this son of a bird.
It would have been better if we had caught him and brought him to justice for his crimes.
You and your obsession with justice. But he was a real animal, and now he's really dead.
Don't think I'm completely insensitive, Plato. I've just learned to block these things out. I have to be the one who focuses on the case and nothing else.
Are you saying I'm getting carried away with my emotions?
It's because of your emotions that I'm still sane, my dear friend. And still alive.
You always know what to say to me, don't you?
How long have we been partners, Plato?
8 or 10 years. Who's counting?
8 years and 132 days, to be exact.
Of course, you're counting.
Well, let's focus on the facts. What else do we see?
Nothing I haven't looked at already, if I'm completely honest. Oh, wait.
Now that Mr. Honk Honk is no longer with us,
It's time to raid his belongings.
that's not exactly how I would have put it.
Okay. Bunch of metal stuff. Farewell message. Okay.
This is an interesting box.
It looks fake to me. Or at least not very valuable.
What makes you say that?
It's not real gold. It's just gold-like paint. The wood is fairly low-quality Grassmore oak, very common wood.
I could have noticed that myself.
I pay attention to the little details. You pay attention to the big picture. That's why we make a good team.
That's true. I couldn't have said it better.
No.
Yeah, I saw the farewell message.
Now this is more like my jazz.
What fascinates you so much about weapons?
Bing Bong dropping in to say hi, Angels. Hi, Rosie. Guess what happened? Our old favorite character, Hong Kong, is dead. Rip to the goose. Yes, Hong Kong.
You know, I've never been attracted to violence. For me, there's no romance in bloodshed. But the way art beautifies and even glorifies tools that are designed to kill has always fascinated me. Engineering marvels, crafted with artistic flair. More of a symbol than a weapon.
Well, that's certainly an interesting point of view.
Don't you agree?
Not at all. But don't let that deter you, my dear friend.
I mean, if you're... Trigger warning. If you're ready for it, we still have his body around. Or I could finish looking around at the chest. Okay. I mean... It's just so wrong. It's just so wrong how he hangs there. Poor fella.
Interesting. Now that Mr. Honk Honk is no longer with us,
It's time to raid.
that's...
Okay, let's continue here.
On
Treasures?
closer inspection, all these glittering treasures appear to be nothing more than worthless junk.
Okay, so we have worthless treasures, a worthless locked box. So what's this? I mean, yeah, he was a shady businessman, but he could have really dealt with proper antiques, you know?
Well, not all that glitters is gold, as they say.
I doubt that Mr. Honk Honk's primary intention was to sell these in Clawville.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty obvious cover.
I agree. But a black diamond is best hidden among a pile of coal.
Mm-hmm. So where's the black
Ooh,
diamond?
what's that? Snake spear? Or perhaps a little Herringway?
Snake spear and Herringway. Guys, I can't.
No, I came up with that one myself.
You are a real poet, Moses.
Now the big eye. It's Plato.
Thank you.
Okay, the farewell message. Let's go.
Look, Moses, there's something here.
Some kind of message?
Seems like it.
Read it, my dear friend.
If you're reading this, I'm no longer alive. Heh, such a classic.
But, Plato, please.
Okay, I'll continue. You must know that I was not involved in the assassination attempt, but I know that someone on the train is trying to kill Ignat. Since I am the only one who suspects who it might be, they will surely kill me.
With assassination attempt, but Ignaz is dead. Okay, so that must have been written... That must have been written way in advance.
So he knew, yet he didn't ask us for help.
Unfortunately, I don't know who the assassin is, but I know that it's someone who is not who they say they are. Someone who is playing a role. I have to figure out who it is.
That's it?
That's it. That's the end. No signature. Nothing.
So he wanted to find out for himself, but he knew that the end could come at any moment.
Old Honk Honk had more guts than I thought.
Unfortunately, the killer realized that too.
This is just messy. You've unlocked the secret clue, a red herring. Hong Kong left behind a very mysterious farewell message. It says that the perpetrator is not who they claim to be, whatever that means, but maybe it gives us something to go on. It's scribbled something on the back. What is it? A red fish. Okay, so is this farewell note a red herring? And if it is a red herring, what does that mean? Is his murder a red herring? Is the note a red herring? Didn't he know who tried to kill Ignat? Did he exactly know who it is? Okay. I can smell something.
Interesting.
Metallic smell from the box. A metallic smell. Could it be money or old coins or perhaps some other slightly oxidized metal object? Okay, what do I see?
Let's see.
Artistic work. The craftsmanship is exquisite, must be said. But even these do not appear to be of particularly high value. What can I hear?
Listen.
Sound? The train shakes, the treasures clatter together. The sound is most like hollow wood and cheap brass. No trace of real gold here. Can we please take the body down now? So it wasn't suicide. How did you figure that out so quickly? See how high he's hanging? There's no chair or boxes or crate for him to stand on. Did he lift himself up or fly up somehow? I don't think so. You're diabolical. I mean, of course I can't. It's completely obvious, but to point out just a glance, you just have to try to think like a suicide victim or a murderer. I'll leave that to you. I'll stick to the dry facts. So, it's murder, beyond any doubt. Yes. But I'm not sure about the motive.
It doesn't add up.
So what now?
That's it, Herring. Oh yes, Lambert, I just read that. That's it. Herringway did it. Oh my god, you're so right. Herringway is the murderer.
If this message is
We
real,
figured it out.
and the killer really felt that Hong Kong knew too much, he could have chosen a much more discreet way to eliminate him.
Such as? I mean, trying to frame it as suicide is probably the best you can do in a setting like this.
Well, this is anything but discreet.
What's more, the killer made sure that someone who couldn't keep a secret would find it.
Marco! The magpie has already crowed about it all over the train.
Probably. So the killer wants to cause panic. They want confusion and chaos.
So we all turn on each other?
Maybe. Or so we won't notice when they escape.
Then what do we do? Lock everyone in their cabins until we reach Clawville?
Yeah?
I'm afraid that's not feasible, although it's not a bad idea. But I must remind you of something, my dear friend.
Nah, when you say that, it always means terrible news.
Unfortunately, we don't have an alibi for the time of the murder either. Only the two of us know that we were in our own cabins.
So we'll be the scapegoats?
Well, in any case, we are just as suspicious as anyone else. That's why we wouldn't have the right to lock up others unless we lock ourselves up too.
You and your unassailable logic.
We'll lock this room, and we'll go to sleep.
Here we go again. How the hell can you sleep after all this?
I need to get my thoughts in order, my dear friend. There are Too many voices in my head. And they're saying too many things at once.
The voice in my head is telling me to get off at the next stop and never look back.
That wouldn't be proper for a gentleman, would it, my dear Plato?
Well then, good night, Moses. I'll try to sleep, but I can't promise anything.
Try to switch off your brain, my dear friend, and get some rest. I doubt we'll have any more surprises tonight. Tomorrow, we'll tackle the matter with renewed vigor.
So be it, Moses. And then tell me in the morning what you saw in your precious little mind garden.
Plato, I've told you 1,000 times there is no such thing as a mind garden.
Mm-hmm. Of course there is. Don't deny it. You talk about it in your sleep.
Can we just change the subject?
You don't have to be shy in front of me, Moses. Everyone has their way of calming their mind. You have a garden. I have something else.
What do you have, while we're on the subject?
What do I have? Well, I mean...
Yarn balls, maybe?
Come on, don't be shy. Especially after lecturing me so much about opening up.
A pillow fort?
A house.
Full of pillows?
A house?
More like a cottage. A little cottage next to a beautiful rice field, shaded by tall trees.
Oh, that sounds pretty.
Is that where you want to retire?
No, that place really existed, but it's gone now.
Oh, I see. There was someone else there, right? You don't have to talk about it.
I won't.
As you wish, my dear friend.
Good night, Moses.
You too, Plato.
They're going to make me like Plato the most annoying character. I like Plato already. I don't think he's annoying. I already like him a lot. Yeah, mind puzzle, we've done this before. It all started when pirates attacked the Express. An unexpected guest also appeared. Marco the ex-pirate. To a great surprise in Averia, we ended up with a box. I think I just don't like sidekicks. Finally, the murderer claimed another victim. And there we go, chapter 3 entered.
It's awful quiet.
Quiet? What do you mean?
Weren't you expecting some kind of twist? Another murder or pirate attack?
Last night's twist was more than enough for me.
But something's changed.
I see. It looks like we'll be arriving in Nautica soon.
How is this train able to travel underwater?
We'll find out soon enough. I suggest we take a walk.
Good idea. I need to prepare myself for this arrival.
Are you afraid of water?
I'm a cat. Water is my arch enemy.
Well, let's just go with the flow, shall we?
You know, Moses, your sense of humor is improving. It still sucks, but it's improving.
Thank you, my dear friend.
Detectives!
Oh no.
Yes, Miss Faye?
Someone else has been killed. How could this happen?
Are you doing anything at all? We don't think so.
Or maybe it really was you.
No, I don't think they did it. When I found the body, it was still fresh, and they were in their room.
Then how do we know it wasn't you?
Because someone was killed before I even came on board.
Of course you'd say that. What else would you say? So predictable.
Please, everyone, calm down. Whoever the culprit is, by attacking each other, we're just playing into their hands.
That does make sense.
We understand that everyone is panicking, but we have to keep a cool head. Otherwise,
Otherwise, there will be even more victims?
that's not exactly what I meant.
But we can't rule it out either, so I ask everyone to stay in their compartments and not let anyone in except us. We'll snoop around the train.
We'll soon be arriving in Nautica, where the perpetrator may escape. So we need to find out as much as we can before we get to the station.
You're absolutely right, my friend.
Let me know if I can help in any way, gentlemen.
Thank you, but you've done enough for now, Mr. Windrider.
That is for sure.
Okay. 3 key events. What happens if I put anyone else as the prime suspect? Yes. That was hard because you wanted to be new. Yeah, I mean, I was just going here because I thought, okay, I remember you had that and I haven't used it at all. But like, honestly, there's not that much I can do, I guess. Massacre, I mean, there's a bunch of things I didn't read up on. Okay, let's see. Who do we have available? Axel again? Someone here? Barney is available. The Baron and Cassidy again. Let's check Basil first.
Mr. Pesker, you usually have your ear to the ground.
And you are a real angel.
Ahem. Thank you. But let's not get sidetracked. So, you know a lot about the passengers?
You flatter me, Mr. Wildflower, but you know what? I'm into that. I'll go with the flow, so go on.
I suppose you heard about yesterday's incident.
Nil's death? Of course. If we went on a train, the whole Wild West would know about it by now. What would you like to know? Do I have an alibi?
I don't think there's much point in suspecting you. At least, for now. I'm more interested in who you think had a motive.
Good question. Well, let's see. Hong Kong was a smuggler, right? A world-famous criminal and antique dealer with a huge fortune and probably lots of enemies.
That's true, but few people on the train knew him. At least, not personally.
As a detective, do you think everyone is honest with you? That's nice.
So you have no idea?
I say, my friend, that on this train there are secretive, even mysterious, greedy, petty, vengeful, jealous, and perhaps even innocent animals. It's a real traveling circus.
So you're saying it could have been anyone, even you?
Maybe it was the red herring himself.
Who is the red herring?
Uh-huh. No.
Perhaps if I ask him something. Oh, yeah. I'm interested. Who is the red herring?
You mentioned the red herring. You were joking, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell.
Joking? Ha! Not at all, my friend. The red herring is a real person, and I have reason to believe he is here among us.
What makes you think that?
Well, you see, the red herring is allegedly the king's super spy. Many believe he is even more than that, a hero working to create a better world.
And what do you think of him?
I don't think anything. I just observe and gather information. But if you really think about it, the herring must be on the train.
Why is that? I'm sorry, but I still don't quite understand.
If he really is a super spy in the service of the King of Clawville, our dear Hector, then he surely wants to ensure the success of the trip, or at least report to his superior. And if he's a masked vigilante, even more so. Either way, our little trip is of historical significance.
And the red herring wouldn't miss the opportunity to be present on such a journey.
You see? It's that simple. And the way events have unfolded, well, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a hand in it.
That's pure baseless speculation, Pesker.
Of course it is. But isn't that what your job is? Speculating until you find some acceptable truth?
Well, yes.
Wait a minute. What if you are the red herring?
Me? Come on, don't be ridiculous. I'm just a dirty bum.
It's so irritating that I don't have the murder weapon, like the weapon Ignat was murdered with, in my inventory anymore. That is so irritating. Now I have asked everything else, yeah.
Interesting. I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon? Are you serious?
Yes,
I
I'm
don't know
serious.
what you're implying. I beg your pardon?
Okay, I think I want to talk to Fani and the Baron.
My dear, how are you?
I know that Mr. Honk Honk was not a good animal, that he was not an honest citizen, but still, it's terrible that this had to happen.
Unfortunately, yes. We would have preferred to punish him within the law one day, but it seems that we will no longer have the opportunity to do so.
This whole thing isn't right.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you.
Something awful seems to be crystallizing on this train.
Could you elaborate?
I don't know. I just feel like this journey is the culmination of something that started a long time ago.
That's an interesting thought. Let's see.
Fani seems both shaken and determined. An interesting combination. Okay, you know what? Let's at least check in with Cassidy first and see what he has to say.
Alone, Mr. Lupus?
Well, yes. Cassandra, she wasn't feeling well and took a rest.
May I ask where you were last night?
Of course. I was here in my compartment. You can ask Pierre. I asked him for a bottle of whiskey. I felt as though drinking myself under the table was the best thing to do.
And you did that?
Oh, no, not at all. I can't drink like I used to. One sip and I'm out.
I see. And Miss Fay?
Cassandra, well, she... Oh, the truth is, I don't really know. I'm not sure where she was or what she was doing.
Wasn't she with you in the cabin?
She was at first, but then, well, who knows? Like I said, I took a nap. Maybe because of the combination of the sedative and the whiskey.
Yeah, that could have done it.
In any case, Cassandra hasn't been herself lately, so I can't predict what she'll do. A few days ago, I could have told you what she did without even seeing it. Today, I'm not so sure.
That's the beauty of love.
Really? If you say so.
Let's see.
I mean, if she's resting, shouldn't she be here? I mean, maybe she is, and we just can't see her.
You again? Good heavens, why won't you leave us alone? So rude.
Dear Baron, have you heard about the latest incident?
Ha, of course I've heard. My dear sister told me.
Your sister? You mean...
My late sister, yes. Walls are no obstacle to her, nor are closed doors.
And your sister told you what happened?
Exactly. She saw a strange, dark figure and heard some weird noises. Someone said, "It can't be you."
When exactly did this happen?
Artemisia woke me up at dawn to tell me that something terrible had happened, that someone had been killed again.
I understand.
You understand? Good for you. So you're saying that your sister, who happens to be a ghost...
A spirit, not a ghost. She doesn't haunt or hurt anyone.
Okay, so your sister, who's a spirit, roams the corridors at night and sees and hears everything?
Well, spirits never sleep, you know. So she sees and hears things that we don't.
Is that why you seem so tired? Distraught?
I'm always extremely tired when Artemisia wakes me up at night. She always tells me disturbing, awful things.
I think I understand.
Please fill me in on this, too.
Thank you, Baron.
Will you leave me alone now? I want to sleep as much as I can. This underwater hell is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
You said you understood. But what exactly? This guy is completely nuts.
I think Mr. Whisker is simply a sleepwalker. That's why he's always tired when his sister visits him at night. And that's why he sees and hears things that he vaguely remembers in the morning, as if it wasn't him, but his sister who experienced them.
So, we have a passenger who walks up and down the train at night, doing who knows what?
He could be our culprit, without even knowing it.
Well, to my slimy, hairy furball.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I would ask him a more pointed question first. Well, well. Tell me, dear Baron, have you ever been awake when your sister was wandering around on the train?
What a strange question, but I think not. She always wanders around when I go to sleep.
I see. I thought so.
What are you getting at? How rude.
Nothing. So, Artemisia told you that before Mr. Honk Honk died, he said to someone, "It can't be you." That was all? Nothing more?
Whatever the goose was referring to, he must have been really surprised when he saw the culprit.
Thank you, dear Baron. You've been very helpful.
Well, good for you. Goodbye.
Well, well.
A lot of boxes I would like to open. Okay, I know I initially said Cassidy isn't interesting. And the thing is, I thought if we talked to, like, if we would question him, it would be about him. And I don't care about him. But given that we can question him about Cassandra, is interesting. But I also feel like I haven't really talked to Fanny a lot. And I don't know. Okay, now I'm torn between the two. I kind of would like to do both now, if I'm honest. Cassandra is very obviously extremely distraught by everything that's going on. Could be multiple reasons. Could be that she knows something. She has seen something, heard something, knows who the murderer is, but is afraid to say it. She also hinted about a meeting she had with Ignat at a party before the train ride where something happened. Maybe he got physically close to her. I know she has a lot going on apparently right now. Fanny is calm, but again, I'm still worried about Fanny because Moses has spent time with her exactly before he blacked out or lost consciousness, or before he lost his memory, and she is a planet expert. I'm worried that I'm making a mistake by skipping over her so much. But honestly, I feel like, I mean, it might be a mistake, but I think I want to ask Cassidy about Cassandra, even though that might not be the right option. Yeah, we'll see. Let's go to Cassidy.
Let's see. What exactly did you mean when you said your wife?
Just my fiancée.
Of course. That your fiancée hasn't been herself lately.
Still worried that I'm making the wrong choices here.
Since the murder? No, even before that. No, I hardly recognize her since our trip began.
Could you elaborate on that?
Well, you know, Faye is nervous, very nervous. In fact, she's shy and prone to panic. But lately she's been having full-blown tantrums. I hardly dare to admit it, but I'm afraid of her sometimes.
Afraid of her? She weighs as much as a handful of feathers. Don't make me laugh.
You haven't seen her when her eyes are burning with rage. That fragile little creature. It's terrible to even think about it.
Don't keep it to yourself, Mr. Lupus.
She might even be capable of murder.
Do you really think so?
I wouldn't have believed it either, but I also didn't think she had secrets from me. And yet it turned out she did.
Pot calling the kettle black, huh? She has secrets? What about you?
Wait a minute, dear Plato. Please, Mr. Lupus, continue.
You see, last night, Cassandra and I had a terrible argument. That she finally blurted out. In fact, she threw a secret at me that made my fur stand on end.
Don't tease us, Lupus. Spit it out.
Oh, you see, before we set out on this journey, there was a party where Faye and I were guests of honor. And of course, representatives of Clawville.
And Mr. Ignat and his daughter were also present at this party?
Exactly. Only, while I was occupied with something else, Faye disappeared for hours. I didn't know why or where until last night.
By the way, occupied with something else is hooking up with Kunya.
Now this is getting exciting.
Please, quiet, my friend.
That monster, that saber-toothed bastard, that butcher, he threw himself on my darling.
What do you mean?
Just as you would expect. He almost raped Faye. He lured her into a separate room under some false pretense, then pinned her down and...
And he didn't, did he?
No. Fortunately, no. But it was a close call. Someone walked in and Faye, thankfully, escaped. But since then, she's felt uncontrollable hatred toward the ambassador and... well, she's been acting most peculiar.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that?
I don't know. It's crazy, but still, it all makes sense now.
Do you think Miss Faye could be the culprit?
You know, I was somewhere else that night, so it's possible. Anything is possible. We didn't hear from each other for hours, and the next day she was in even worse shape. Maybe because of the guilt.
Let me stop you there, Mr. Lupus. This theory is extremely weak.
What do you mean?
What happened to Miss Faye is horrific. It's terrible and disgusting. And yes, it could even be a motive. But if everyone who had experienced trauma became a murderer, we would live in a much more terrible world and there would be far fewer of us.
Do you really think so?
Yep.
I do, Mr. Lupus. Thank you for the information. We will keep an eye on Miss Faye and perhaps ask her about it when the opportunity arises.
But only with delicacy.
Of course. But at this moment, we have no reason to assume that she did it, especially since she had no motive for murdering Hong Kong.
That's true. Anyway, thank you. You've reassured me a little, but I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight.
Are you afraid the bunny will catch the wolf? That would be a nice twist in the story.
Oh, please, that's not funny.
It is a little, but I apologize.
Oh.
Alright. Then, I guess we arrive at Nautica.
Have we become smarter? I feel like we're just sinking deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole.
A rabbit hole, you say? More like to the bottom of the sea. I think we've arrived in Nautica.
Can't I just stay here in the cabin? I shudder at the thought of everything being so wet here.
No, my dear friend. I need you.
Okay. But only because you asked so nicely.
Chips for fish and Mr. Waterspite swimming.
We arrived in Nautica. The place was breathtaking. It was as if we had stumbled into a strange fairy tale. I had heard stories about the underwater city, the pipes and domes, but I never imagined they had been created with such wonderful artistic care. It reminded me of a pearl, covered by a shell, just as this wonderful city is covered by the endless, impenetrable ocean. The passengers immediately made themselves at home at the station, scattering around and marveling at its grandeur and beauty, like sparkly-eyed children in front of a candy store. Only one person seemed more agitated than usual.
Plato?
Good heavens! For all that is sacred to the wild ones, what now? Are we ready? Are we really ready for this?
I understand that the murder has upset you, Pierre, but please.
Murder? What murder?
What do you mean, what murder? Mr. Honk Honk is dead.
I mean, of course, it's terrible, horrible, good gracious, but that's not our biggest problem right now.
It's not?
No, not at all. Miss Diva La Tuna is coming, and will be traveling with us.
Miss Diva La Tuna. I mean, we'll see what the lady looks like. I mean, it might be a coincidence, but the name reminds me of the Diva Lava Laguna from Fifth Element. But that's probably just my brain making weird connections.
Ah, Diva La Tuna.
Miss Diva La Tuna Oyster House, to be more precise.
What's
the
that?
wilderness's finest opera singer, actress, pride of Nautica, peace ambassador, and by the way, a born real baroness.
Whew, quite a package, that's for sure.
And what's the problem, if I may ask?
Problem? There's no problem. Well, I hope there isn't. You see, the diva is extremely delicate and has very unique needs. We set up a special water room for her on the train. And although the Clawville Express has seen special guests on board before, we've never had to create such a special suite.
That sounds wonderful, Pierre, but you really don't need to be alarmed about it.
Well, you know, the diva not only has a celebrity status, but also a rather fearsome reputation. If even the smallest detail is not right.
She turns into a real diva.
More seriousness, Plato.
Miss Latuna must not find out that someone was killed.
That might be an issue.
Two someones.
Two someones were killed on the train she is about to set her magnificent feet on. If that gets out, it's all over.
When is the lady arriving?
In an hour and a half, I think.
Then we have a little time to prepare for this big event. Calm down, Pierre. We'll talk to everyone and ask them not to mention the terrible events, if possible.
Would you really do that? Oh, thank you, detectives. You don't know how much this helps me. In the meantime, I'll get everything ready.
Also, I hate to say it, but I still think Pierre is kind of suspicious. Like, he could have done it. He also could be an undercover spy. You know, an undercover spy there. Just saying.
Do that, Pierre.
And also you have to think, Hong Kong locked himself in his room. Who would he let in? Who the fuck would he let in the room? His door wasn't broken open. Like, honestly, Pierre? Maybe, like, Pierre or maybe someone like, I don't know, would he talk to Fanny? Would he talk to someone from the Torogo delegation after he knew that we had found... Probably not. Probably not even her. Yeah, I think Pierre is my hardest suspect at the moment, if I'm honest. All things considered.
It just makes me shiver.
Relax, Plato. It's fine. We're all dry.
What exactly, Plato?
Can't you feel it? This pressure? Only a thin layer of glass separates us from the endless ocean.
Okay, I have to admit that would probably freak me out as well.
I can almost hear the creaking as cracks begin to form and the glass suddenly surrenders to the relentless force.
Don't be paranoid, my dear friend. This city has been standing for over a century, and Nautican architects and glassmakers are famous far and wide.
But eventually, everything will collapse, won't it? What if it happens right now?
Then we'll die so quickly that you probably won't even realize it. Let that thought reassure you. There's nothing we can do about it anyway.
You really understand the language of animals, Moses. Now I feel completely calm.
Moses is a good friend.
Very good. Then let's continue with the investigation.
I stick by it. I like these two characters and I like their... I like the chemistry. And the voice acting is peak. Wow. Okay, what do I hear? No, I really hear faint crackling.
Listen.
Did I hear something? Maybe a little crackling? No, I must be imagining things. Oh no, come on. That is beyond funny. The architecture?
Although this place gives me the chills, I must admit, it's as if time has stopped here.
Indeed. The style and sophistication with which the Nautican artists construct their buildings is astonishing.
Yeah, it really is. But that's enough. Let's get the hell out of here.
Plato, we still have a lot to do here.
Eh?
The rear launch. Price. Is that shark chips? I can't really read the tag. Something shark? Might be chips or crepes, can't really say. Soup for fish? Bait! You can buy bait here. Hook pasta? Coffee soup? Yeah, it really says coffee soup. Weird. And sugarcane. Sugarcane is the last item on the list. But the prices are all scribbled.
I can't believe the effort the Nauticans put into making their cities accessible to land animals.
I hadn't even thought about that. We're here at the bottom of the ocean, breathing without any problems.
As far as I know, most of the Nautican cities are still filled with water. But the more important ones have dry areas, like this station.
It's amazing. I can't deny it. And in Clawville, there are more and more water hotels. And in certain parts of the city, you can see similar tubes in which aquatic animals can travel.
If the Clawville dream doesn't go down the drain, pardon the pun, then the two worlds may merge even more in the near future.
Nice thought. But do you really believe that the coexistence of species is sustainable in the long run?
I don't know, Plato. I'd rather say that I'd like to believe in it.
Oh! Didn't realize we had a Diva poster. Poster for what looks like an extremely exciting performance of the Diva Latuna. Diva Latuna, songs from the ancient sea. September 32nd, 19 o'clock. Peep Concert Hall. Okay.
Indeed.
Building an underwater city must have been an unprecedented undertaking. You definitely think so. Drains to Grasmore, Averia, and Front Aaron. Okay. The sewers, okay. Ella Salmon and the Fancy Bubbles, the underwater swing. Why am I getting the feeling that the fish have a lot of good singers? Oxygen tank?
And what's
nice.
this?
This is the Diva's own oxygen tank. Or to be more precise, it contains oxygen-enriched, purified, and scented seawater, which Miss Latuna will breathe during our trip.
Scented water? I didn't see that coming.
Well, yes. Purified, refined, and scented water is quite fashionable amongst the Nautican elite these days.
I have no further questions.
No.
Can wood right now go in?
So marine
Glass holes?
animals travel through these tubes?
Something like that. They travel through some, while others are used to transport things. It's similar to a pneumatic tube system, only on a larger scale.
And filled with water, which makes the system even faster thanks to the pressure.
Indeed. A valid point. What must it feel like to travel in one of these?
Maybe we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. Thanks.
Where does your irrational fear of water come from?
Irrational? It's the most rational thing in the world. At least, for a feline.
The wonder of the mind. Science aside, reality is different for everyone. Am I right?
What can I smell?
Well,
Ah,
well.
water. And indeed, there's a slight scent. I don't know how to describe it. It's hard to compare to the usual scents on land.
Tell me, Pierre, did you manage to, take care of Mr. Honk Honk?
Of course, I can assure you that no one will accidentally bump into him.
That's a creepy way of putting it.
Oh, perhaps I phrased it a little poorly. My apologies.
No problem, Pierre, and thank you for taking care of it. Let's hope it doesn't happen again.
We've had enough surprises on these trips, that's for sure. I barely have enough hands to take care of everything.
Yes, we agree on that.
Yes? Sorry, I'm a little distracted by the arrival of the Diva. Nothing really, we won't disturb you. Get ready for the big event. I see your hands are all full. Pardon? Oh, because I'm a spider. With many hands. Ah, yes. It's a shame. Well done, Mr. Wildflower. You two really deserve each other. What do you say, Mr. Paladis? Nothing, nothing.
May I ask how the Clawville Express is able to travel underwater?
Amazing, isn't it? A true scientific marvel. But in fact, the train does not travel underwater.
Not? Then, where are we?
We're heading toward the depths of the ocean. But the train is perfectly dry. That's because we're actually traveling through a tunnel made of glass. It's essentially a kind of tube system that connects the surface to the city of Nautica.
You mean, like a pneumatic tube?
Yes, exactly. A very astute analogy. The Clawville Express is essentially hurtling through the glass corridor like a pneumatic tube, while being constantly battered by the immense power of the ocean.
That, I admit, sounds a little dangerous.
Are you afraid of water?
Well, you could say that. But the immense power of the ocean definitely terrifies me.
There's no need to worry. The pipe system has been in place for 10 years, and during that time, there have only been 2 serious collapses.
Only 2 then.
Collapses?
Please don't use such words in front of him. Plato, he gets a little nervous around water.
Around water? More like right in the middle of it.
Well, that especially. But thank you for the useful information, Pierre.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
What about the DM?
Tell me, Pierre, what else can you tell me about Miss Oysterhouse?
Well, she's a world-famous singer who has developed her own unique style. Singing underwater is exotic in itself, but she has taken it to a whole new level.
And she's also a real baroness?
Exactement. She's a descendant of a very distinguished nautical lineage that traces its family tree all the way back to the Great Spawning.
The Great Spawning?
As is well known, that was the momentous historical event during which the inhabitants of Nautica occupied this underwater valley some 600 years ago.
As is well known.
Oh, I didn't mean to offend.
No problem, Pierre. Plato has very thick fur. He'll take it.
Well, of course.
So, she's a true noblewoman and an artist to boot. Interesting.
There's more. Rumor has it that she is also a medium. She is involved in the occult, you see. She talks to spirits.
Ah, to the fluffy heavens. Here we go again.
I'm just saying what I hear, gentlemen. Nothing more.
Thank you, Pierre.
Okay, interesting. She's a medium, but we're not supposed to tell her about the murder. Sounds counterintuitive if I'm honest. Okay, then let's go back here. The sewers are open. That worries me a little if I'm honest. Also, I'm looking to see if I find a postcard anywhere. Ah, there it is. Visit Nautica. Live life. I can read that in good and water. What? Live like a fish in water. Okay. It says live like a fish in water. Visit Nautica. Okay. The dog with okay, that's an area where that's underwater, where the fish can run around normal and the land animals have to run around with an air helmet. Okay, got it.
Fantastic, isn't it? A bird in an underwater city. It could be the title of a movie. Life is such an adventure, isn't it?
A cat underwater is just as bizarre.
Bizarre? It's amazing. Just look around.
You said you've been everywhere in the world, but it's as if you're seeing Nautica for the first time.
I have been everywhere, buddy, just as you say. But Nautica is huge, and the central station is the heart of the city. I'm more familiar with the more remote areas. You know, where people are
up to no good?
No, people who are less wealthy.
Come to think of it, Did you even buy a ticket when you sneaked onto the train?
Probably not.
Oh, my, look at that! A seahorse guy who's expecting a baby! Isn't that wonderful?
Whoa! Did he just brush us off?
He 100% did.
Just a bit. Just a little bit.
May we ask you for something? Anything, my friends. I'm a big fan of you already. Oh, thank you. So, we would like to ask you not to mention the deaths in front of the new passenger, Miss Latuna. We know that people like you like to chirp. What are you? Some kind of birdist? I wasn't talking about birds, just about a boastful buffoon. But sir, that's outrageous. If I had gloves, I'd take them off to... But are you out of gloves? Everyone here is wearing gloves. Okay, there's no need for that. So, can we ask you to do this? Of course, anything from Miss Latuna. Well. Do you know her? Know her? No, oh no, not at all. I couldn't even kiss the ground she walks on. She's a real diva. In fact, she's a star. In fact, she's a goddess. Oh my goodness, here we go. Am I hearing correctly that you admire her greatly? Admire her? Ha! You silly thing. People admire works of art, not goddesses. I worship her. Moses, let's get going. I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. Well, yes. So this wonderful, fantastic, ethereal woman will soon be traveling with us. And it would surely disturb her peace of mind if she found out that 2 people had already been killed during our short journey. There's something to that. She might faint, and maybe if I were there the moment I caught her. You can't forget that. You can't forget that, Cross and Nova. Okay, I understand. I'll do what you ask, but only because I like you so much. And of course, because Miss Latuna is worth 1,000 times more than that. Thank you, Mr. Windrider. You're welcome, Miss Wildflower. Okay, so what about the
Where do you think this leads?
I think it leads straight to the ocean. I guess the workers who monitor the station's condition use these to go in and out.
To the ocean? But then, why do they leave it open like this? What if someone falls in?
Just watch your step, Plato, and you'll be fine. Indeed.
Okay, it's a little dangerous, but I don't want to add to play this paranoia. Although I think that's a priest back there. Just noticed that. Funny that he has an anglerfish head, by the way. Jara.
Dear sir, I imagine you too have been deeply affected by recent events?
Pah! Just another corpse, am I right? I'm not even surprised anymore.
We understand why you feel this way. Nevertheless, we would like to ask you something.
Me? What is it? You want me to do your job for you?
We just wanted to ask you not to mention the murders to the new passenger when she boards the train. Of course, it will probably come out eventually, but to avoid panic, it's better not to rush things.
What do I care who panics and who doesn't? This train is already heading for its doom.
Please, Separ. It would mean a lot to us and to Pierre.
All right. Why not? It doesn't bother me anymore. I'll keep quiet, because it doesn't matter anyway. My mission is over.
Your mission?
Don't worry, I won't say a word. Sir, it's terrible to see you so distressed. Why won't you tell me exactly what's weighing on your heart? Are you trying to extract information from me by feigning empathy? What a character. Please don't misunderstand me. No, you're right. And I completely understand. You need to know and see the whole picture. Well, I feel like this is the journey where hope has finally abandoned me. Can you elaborate on that? You see, Interrogo was a kind of separate, closed world for a long time. until it became a colony of Clawville. Let's leave aside the bloody and chaotic decades of the Civil War, but still, if we look at the long term, Clawville ultimately brought us a more advanced civilization and a new world order. The Clawvillian dream of predators and prey living together in peace. It really did remain just a dream. You're right. You're right about that, Detective Palladius. But for us, even the attempt was a miracle. You know, Torogo had a very strict caste system, and in fact, it still does to some extent. Yet, those barbaric times are gone, when you could devour someone just because you were born into a higher caste. That is indeed an important step forward. But the Clawville dream, the idea of coexistence, is fading. And if the peace talks fail, I fear a new great war could completely wipe it out from the wilderness. And then we will all become wild animals again. Exactly. I understand your views and concerns better now, Ambassador. Thank you.
So, that mission, what exactly did you mean?
To tell you the truth, I was hoping we could get this over with.
Get what over with exactly?
I would like to make a confession.
Ah, finally! We're getting somewhere.
We're listening, Ambassador.
I have failed. I came here on a mission, but unfortunately, I failed.
Failed, sir?
I think I can admit it openly now, since the damage has been done. My task was to prevent the death of Ambassador Ignat.
The what?
I don't quite understand. You? Why you?
Because if what unfortunately happened had happened, Torogo would have been held responsible. Because of who Ambassador Ignat really was. A butcher and a war criminal who committed terrible acts against our people. As soon as we learned that an assassination attempt was likely being planned against the Ambassador, I was immediately sent to Stavonia to find out everything I could. The whole thing was disguised as a simple diplomatic visit, of course.
So that's why you were in Stavonia, and didn't board the train until later.
Then, when the incident happened, I was sure it was really you, Mr. Wildflower.
Well, I can understand that.
But later I realized that it didn't make any sense. And the murder of the goose completely confused me. I don't know what to think. All I know is that I failed. Whatever happens between now and our return to Clawville, everyone will end up believing that Torogo was responsible, and Torogo is part of the Clawville Empire. So war will be inevitable, and my people will be the primary target.
Unless we can find the real culprit, expose them, and bring them to justice.
Perhaps. But you know that's not how the world works. This is a game played by the powerful, who are just looking for a pretext to do what they want to do anyway. A diplomatic disaster is going to happen one way or another. All it took was a spark.
And we are that spark.
Forgive me. I didn't mean to burden you with this. Clearing your own names is problem enough.
Not when it concerns the entire wilderness. If there is no other way, I will take responsibility myself.
As Moses says. Wait a minute.
What?
You heard me, my dear friend. If this is the only way to make these atrocities look like the machinations of a sick mind and not a grand political conspiracy, and if it will stop the outbreak of war, I will gladly do it.
And I will not allow that.
Thank you, my dear friend. I appreciate it. But unfortunately, it's not up to you.
You are a truly noble soul, Mr. Wildflower. Not at all as cold and calculating as they describe you. Much more romantic and idealistic.
Perhaps I am. But for me, there is no question that if I have to choose between myself and peace, I choose peace.
I still don't think it's that simple. But your words are reassuring. And perhaps they give me a little faith. After all, what are we here for if we can't even trust our faith?
As you say, Separ. As you say.
Damn. Alright. Well, that was something. Let's see what talking to Kunya
My
gives
dear,
us.
we have a small request to ask of you.
What do you want?
You see, you may have heard, but there will be a new passenger on the train.
Miss Diva Latuna, the world-famous singer.
That stuck-up hussy?
Well, you see, to avoid panic, it would be good if Miss Latuna didn't find out about the deaths.
Oh, I'm sorry, I think I skipped something. Yeah, that's like a pussy. How would I share? Why should I care about that?
So, you want me to lie to protect the fragile psyche of the great diva? Huh.
Peace ventilate is very important to us. We just want peace. No one's any more scandals. It's necessary. We'll lock you up until we get to Clawville. Please, it's very important. to
Well,
us.
if it's that important to you, why not?
You gave in easily, if I may say so.
Don't push it, detective. I might change my mind. But you know, sometimes a kind word can solve everything.
I agree on that.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Then, goodbye, gentlemen.
Let's see what all the fluff is about.
You're not swooning over Miss Latuna, are you?
I can't stand it when people idolize someone like that. She's just an animal, isn't she? She may be talented, well-off, beautiful, and rich, but...
And she's a fish. Then you just want to take a bite out of here?
Well, actually, those are quite a few good points.
Anyway, we'll see. I'll try not to be prejudiced. I'm sure she's a really nice lady.
I hope she's not a bitch.
If you say so.
Well, she looks arrogant, that's for sure.
Ah, finally. You're the porters, right?
No, we aren't.
Here we go again. We need to change our wardrobe, Moses.
Hopefully not, my dear friend.
Well, what are you standing around for? Hurry up! Ugh, these landlubbers.
I'm sorry, my dear lady, but we're not porters. I'm Moses Wildflower, and this is my partner, Plato Palladius. We're both detectives of the Clawville Police Department.
You're right, Lam. The character design is awesome, though.
Detectives? On a diplomatic train? What for? Did someone get killed?
Yes, to someone. Actually.
Well, our job is to ensure the smooth and safe travel of the passengers.
Oh, really? But what kind of world do we live in that we need to call detectives on a trip like this? It's ridiculous.
Held out the king. He asked for it.
She's a very nice lady indeed. Fish.
I knew it. He's hungry.
Quiet, Plato.
So? What else do you want? Secure the scene or whatever the hell you do. Just don't stand there staring at me. Oh, haven't you ever seen a baroness before?
Nope.
We're leaving now, ma'am. We won't bother you any longer.
A real angel.
All right, Plato. I understood it the first time. You were right. This woman is a
Fish.
Go ahead, let it out. It's not healthy to keep it inside.
A harpy.
That's it. I expected something a little harsher, but it's a good start. How did it feel?
Well, surprisingly good.
See? Sometimes you need something like this. Now let's secure the scene.
Right.
Yeah, the question is, Kunya is still there, Mujara's there, Marco's there. They all have more
Indeed.
dialogue. Just trying to see if someone used the time to get away. I mean, there was no one from the train back here to begin with, which is interesting. Just one more thing. So you're the kind. You're so. Getting talked again. So you're that kind of detective. How are you feeling? How am I feeling? I'm sorry, I don't understand that question. Just, how are you feeling? Have you come to terms with the loss of your father? What are you going to do now? No, I mean, I honestly didn't expect that question. Does this have anything to do with the investigation? No, we just care. Not at all. We just want to make sure you're okay. Really? Well, I'm not used to this. Maybe I haven't even thought about how I feel. I feel a kind of emptiness. A void. Confusion, perhaps? But in any case, I long for change. If possible, if this is not over and we don't find ourselves in the middle of a war, I'd like to stay in Clawville. It would hurt too much to go back to Stavonia. And I don't know what I'd do with myself. If we can help in that, we will, ma'am. We'll put in a good word for you. If we're not in jail, well, yes. Thank you, detectives. What do you think of this place? Fascinating, isn't it? It really is. I've never seen anything like it. You haven't traveled much outside of Stavonia, have you? Stavonia is a vast country with wonderful landscapes, but I've only seen them in picture books. My world was a luxurious mansion, and balls. Endless balls, endless people, and endless emptiness. You wanted freedom more than anything else, am I right? You don't have to be a detective to figure that out, Mr. Brownflower. Even a blind man could see it. Don't you think that could be a motive to some people's eyes? Oh yes, it could. I thought about it a lot. But you know, maybe a person in Clawville is still better than the prison I come from. I wouldn't bet on that.
Let's go. Dear madam, we heard that you are still traveling in a cabin with your father, if I may put it that way.
And with Mr. Honk Honk too, indeed. The latter, I confess I did not expect.
Wait. The bodies are both in her cabin? Are you kidding me? I thought they were put somewhere else to be stored. And in the best case, chilled, aren't they? I mean, wasn't her father killed like 2 days ago by now? Or 3 days ago? Isn't it starting to smell?
Isn't that strange? I mean, Doesn't it give you the creeps?
Okay, that is fucked up. Having her basically live with 2 dead bodies, excuse me?
Not in the least. Pierre has cruelly separated my living quarters, and as strange as it may sound, and as much as it may not be like me, it feels good to be close to my father on his last journey.
Okay, that is a revelation. I mean, we haven't talked about it, but I fully thought that the bodies would be put in a storage carriage or something.
It does sound strange.
I think I get it, Plato. And if I'm not mistaken, death is treated very differently in Stavonia than in our tradition.
We take photographs of our deceased loved ones and keep vigil with them in a room for days before burying them. We also talk to them to calm their spirits. This is how we honor their memory. And we don't want to get rid of them as quickly as possible, like in Clawville.
Okay, with that explanation of Stavonian customs regarding death, it's not as upsetting that her father is still in the cabin, so she can, like, follow the traditions. But Hong Kong? I mean, I guess that's just because it's easier to have both bodies in the same place, but still, weird.
I thought you admired Clawville.
It's freedom, definitely. But there are aspects of it that even I find too cold.
I can understand that. Thank you, ma'am.
If that helps.
May I ask where you heard about Madame Latuna?
I grew up in a rather miserable place, in the belly of Averia, in the heart of the mountain, which is not mentioned in any travel guides. We didn't really have anything to eat, but my foster mother had an old radio, and Miss Latuna was on it all the time. She was young then, very young. They called her a child prodigy, but she had the voice of an angel. When I looked up at the sky between the rocks and heard her singing, I felt like I was flying. And I felt like I knew her, and she knew me. Then, as much as I could, alongside my my shipping business, I followed her career. I've been a big fan ever since, because she's partly responsible for who I am today. She made me want to be free.
Well, that was extremely honest and revealing. Thank you. I understand how you feel, Mr. Windrider. I really do.
Hey, maybe Marker and Kunya are gonna, I don't know, fall in love. Would make sense if you ask me. They both want the same thing. They want freedom.
Can I tell you a secret, since we're being so revealing?
Please, I love secrets.
A secret? Of course.
My real name isn't Windrider.
Ooh.
I had a hunch.
Then, what's your real name?
My real name is Marco Paniatopoulos, but I felt it was a bit of a mouthful for an adventurer.
Truly is.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But your name isn't Wildflower either, is it?
Yes, that's my real registered name.
If Moses were to take on a pseudonym, it'd be something like Moses, I'm the best.
Ha, ha, ha.
Please say that no one's going to babble about, you know what?
I don't know what you're talking about. Moses?
No, I don't understand either. Could you explain, Pierre? Don't speak in half sentences.
You know what I mean, the thing, or rather the two things, the thing we don't talk about.
Yeah, that we don't talk about.
Still don't get it.
It is really difficult to communicate with you like this, Pierre.
But, you know, oh...
Okay, I can't take it anymore. Enough.
We were just joking with you, Pierre. A little harmless fun to loosen you up a bit.
Loosen me up? I almost had a heart attack.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't our intention.
Yeah, maybe just a little.
Gentlemen, please, calm me down.
It's okay, Pierre. We've talked to everyone. They won't mention the thing, or rather the two things, to Miss Latuna, unless she asks about it specifically. But why would she do that?
Because she's a medium, and we have two restless spirits on the train. 3 if we count Artemisia. Maybe because of that?
Yes, I think that will do for now. Just one more day and we'll be in Clawville. We just have to hold out until then.
And also that she did technically ask us if someone had died when we told her we were detectives. That also, yeah.
I'm sure nothing unexpected will happen.
Moses.
Well, I can't be sure, but I hope so, and we'll do everything we can to make sure of it.
Right. Good. That's enough for me. Thank you, gentlemen. And your joke?
Once again, I apologize for it.
No, you are right. I was a little too caught up in this. It's good that you pulled me out of it a little.
See, Moses? Sometimes that's all it takes. A good joke, and everything works out.
I wouldn't have believed it, but I'm learning great wisdom from you on this journey, my dear friend.
See? I am valuable.
Can you tell us why Diva Latuna is traveling with us? You know, it's really strange. I only found out about it at the last minute. Well, as I understand it, Ambassador Ignat is a huge fan of the Magnificent Diva, so they probably asked her to join us for his benefit. Well, I hope she won't ask about him. Well, he won't be enjoying his song anymore. Quiet, please. She might hear you. Okay.
A spider? What is he doing here? Oh, and what is this ridiculous uniform?
Well, madame, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm a representative of the Clawville Express.
Nonsense! Are you trying to insult me? Oh, what is this? Some kind of joke?
Ma'am, I assure you that all is in order. Pierre is not only a representative of the Express, but also a terrific conductor who will cater to your every need during the journey. I can vouch for him myself.
Oh, I've never heard anything like this in my life. Entrusting such a responsibility to an insect. But, excuse me, I really don't mean to offend you.
Come now, you haven't offended me at all, my lady. I understand completely.
Like hell you do. You better apologize to Pierre, Missy.
Missy?
If I may, please, everyone is tired and there are a lot of packages. How about we help you carry them, ma'am? And Pierre will show you to the cabin that Clawville Express has prepared just for you.
So you are porters after all, am I right? But that's the first sensible thing I've heard today. So yes, do that. Take my luggage.
Plato.
Yes, Moses. Let's take the luggage.
What are you waiting for? A coffee and a pie? Grab my bags and let's go. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm guessing now we can board the train. Then let me check that we don't have anything new. Coffee and the pie sound spectacular. They do. Also, I'm looking forward to the cinnamon roll I've bought for myself earlier today to enjoy that after stream with some chamomile tea. But yeah, for now, let's board the train. So, shall we go? Let's see. Let's go. I think we're done here. You need my vacation. Well, I needed my vacation too. And the packages are waiting for us too. That's part of our job, dear Plato. What? Babysitting aristocratic divas? At least you shouldn't be a diva, Plato. I didn't even hear that. New key event has been reached.
So, this is it. The water room. One of the Clawville Express's greatest prides.
It is indeed. How should I put it? Adequate. Adequate enough.
Thank you, madame.
We have all your luggage brought up, ma'am. Is there anything else you'd like? Perhaps some coffee or tea?
Some tea would be nice, yes.
My partner means yes, ma'am. We'll take care of it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to explore this little hole.
Oui, madame. Gentlemen, out.
What? Are you all right, Pierre?
Am I all right? Well, I'm thrilled.
Oh, huh?
Miss Latuna loved her room, and she's happy with me, too.
Also, look at that, because I saw your comment earlier, Lambert. Synchronized, shocked hands waving. Look at all these hands.
Are we watching the same show?
I couldn't have asked for more.
I'm glad you feel that way. The important thing in the end is that everyone is happy.
And alive.
Did I have a stroke or something?
Goodbye, gentlemen. See you later.
Bye, Pierre. I still think you murdered 2 people.
Goodbye, Pierre.
What was that?
Pierre was so terrified of this woman that his mind embellished reality a little, and he clings to the smallest crumb that could be called good.
Poor guy. The way that woman treats him, and us for that matter, is simply outrageous.
Unfortunately, we'll have to put up with it a little longer. But remember, we'll be in Clawville soon, so grit your teeth and bear it somehow.
Yes, boss.
That's the spirit. However, while we wait for Miss Latuna to tidy herself up a bit, don't you think we should take a closer look at something?
We going to finally crack that secret decoder thing?
It's about time, isn't it?
You bet, boss. Off to the Fox Cave.
To the... what?
The Bat Cave, let's
So
go.
what do you think that thing hides?
I don't know. I still think it might be some kind of decoder. Something is hidden inside it, obviously, but it could also just be a simple toy.
But why would anyone want to give Ambassador Ignat a toy?
Remember, my dear friend, we don't know if it was really meant for him. Just because he was looking for the box and its contents doesn't mean it was originally intended for him.
This case is puzzling.
I think it will become clearer once we decipher the code.
So what are we waiting for? Shall we get started?
Yes, just a moment, and we can begin.
Let's not waste any time and get started.
But let's handle it with care, dear friend. I have a feeling that this object is not only mysterious, but also valuable.
I've been waiting for this. Okay, turn the wheels to align the glyphs using clues on the device. This will bring a vital clue into focus. Okay, wait. Turn the wheels to align the glyphs using clues on the device. Okay. And how do I bring... Okay, wait. Okay, this opened a little. This opened some more. The plant?
That looks really familiar.
Of course it does. It's the name of that strange plant we saw in Ambassador Mujara's cabin.
The yellow flower hidden under the glass?
It's no coincidence that it's receiving such special attention. It must be extremely important. But still, what could this be? Advice? Guidance? A warning?
I think the simplest thing to do is to ask the ambassador or his pretty little assistant.
Yes, I agree.
Gentlemen.
Yes, Pierre.
Miss Latuna would like to see you. She says it's extremely urgent.
That's strange.
Indeed it is. Thank you, Pierre. We'll be right there.
What could she want? She didn't want to see us earlier.
We'll find out soon enough.
Is there really a water-filled room inside the room? I'm going crazy.
Living with aquatic animals has been impossible for centuries, but it seems to be becoming more and more common as technology advances.
It's true that in Clawville, you see more and more water tubes running alongside the roads, and tanker trucks are also running more frequently.
See? There's nothing special about it, but the technology is still in its infancy.
Still, such a fuss over a single passenger.
Yes, well, Miss Latuna is not just a star, but apparently also has serious political influence.
I bet Herringway is your favorite. What? So this is a seabed. What?
Puns all the way.
Pierre really went all in with this.
No wonder he was so excited about the Diva's arrival.
This must have cost a fortune.
Well, we got the smallest cabin on the whole train.
Don't be greedy, dear Plato. I'm sure you'll be able to travel in a similar carriage one day.
Of course, Moses. Especially if we can avoid prison.
Doesn't her oxygen thingy look a little bashed up?
Do you think Miss Latuna will give a concert in the city?
Surely. I don't think her visit is purely for diplomatic purposes.
Do you like classical music, Moses? I guess you're that type.
Where did you get that from? What if I listen to Rack and Roll, for example?
I doubt it.
Why is that?
Because it's called rock and roll.
Fine.
Okay, the dressing table. What's going on there?
I see the diva already feels at home.
Even if it's only a few days' trip. These celebrities, they think the world is at their feet.
I would never want that kind of fame.
Well, if we solve this case, we might get some. And I could handle it.
Don't get your hopes up, my dear friend. Whatever the outcome of this journey, the Crown of Clawville will certainly try with all its might to keep it a secret.
You're a real party pooper, Moses.
I know.
A wig for fish?
Don't be so narrow-minded. Why not? Just imagine how majestically it would float in the water.
Actually, you have a point. Do you think it would be intrusive if I asked Miss Latuna to try it on and show us?
Yes, I think it would. Mirror, mirror, wise and sane. Who is the killer on this train?
It's you, Moses Wildflower.
Plato, that's not funny.
Sorry. Just slipped out.
Although it was funny. Okay.
Ma'am, here we are.
Since you are police officers, I thought I would turn to you.
Yes, ma'am. Of course. How can we help you?
I wanted to see Ambassador Ignat, as he's an old personal friend of mine.
A personal friend?
Yeah, we have an issue.
But that insect.
Pierre.
Yes, Pierre. Well, he won't let me see him. He keeps saying that the ambassador isn't feeling well and things like that.
Well, that's not a lie. He isn't feeling well.
Well, we can confirm that.
Nonsense. What's a little headache? Ignat and I haven't seen each other in years. I'm sure he's looking forward to seeing me too.
It's more like a heartache.
Well, yes, certainly. But...
I insist. Sort it out. I want to see him in half an hour. I'll powder my nose in the meantime. Am I clear?
I mean, sure, you can see him in half an hour. That's no problem. We can arrange that.
But...
No buts. Please don't waste my time. Chop, chop. Tell the ambassador I'm coming.
Oh, I'll tell him.
Yes, ma'am. We'll take care of it.
We will? Really?
Really.
Good. So, what are you waiting for?
We'll take care of it? Really?
I have to admit I haven't quite figured out how yet.
Fuck it. Let her see the body. Like, at this point, really, just say fuck it.
You don't say. Now we're in deep, deep shit.
Don't worry, my dear friend. We'll think of something. But since we're here, we might as well look around a bit.
I've already done that.
Sure. We've got all the time in the world.
Is that sarcasm?
What do you think?
This room is truly amazing.
Well, I can't deny it. I have to admit, the Express have outdone themselves.
Compliments aren't her strong suit, am I right?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing.
So, tell me, where are you staying in Clawville?
I heard that a prestigious hotel exclusively for aquatic animals has recently opened. The Neptunian, with luxury aquatic rooms and corridors.
Really? I hadn't heard that.
Your country is slowly moving towards enlightenment, and perhaps The so-called Clawvillian dream.
Haven't we already been living that way?
Oh, come on. You keep preaching about peaceful coexistence, while your city's the most dangerous place in all the wilderness. I hear the police even have a special predatory division. I mean, how barbaric!
Well, I can't deny that.
See?
Well, well.
A sophisticated lady with an almost otherworldly aura. If only her character was as flawless.
So, you've known Ambassador Ignat for a long time?
He was a young soldier when we met. You see, the Stavonian forces were stationed in Nautica for quite some time, during that ugly naval conflict with the Grassmore fleet.
And is that where you became friends?
More than friends.
Oh dear.
Please don't get the wrong idea. We just formed a really important and close bond there.
And then? Did you keep in touch?
On and off. You know my professional life and Ignat's political career and all those nasty wars. That's why I'm so looking forward to us finally seeing each other again.
I understand.
Certainly. I would feel the same way.
Why are you acting so strangely?
What? Too many prunes for breakfast. They give me gas.
I see. Is that a landlubber thing?
Gassy kitty.
Oh, yes, ma'am. It is.
I'm listening, Chief. So, how do we get out of this?
You remember that I mentioned several times how good you are at imitating voices?
Oh, so it does come up now. Oh.
Yeah, although I don't think it's true. But yes, I remember.
And do you also remember that Miss Latuna said she hadn't seen Ambassador Ignat in a long time?
No, you're not dressing up Plato as Ignat.
Uh-huh.
And do you also remember how much junk there is in poor Honk Honk's room? Fancy clothes, for example?
Of course.
And also that Pierre very cleverly hinted to Miss Latuna that Ambassador Ignat wasn't feeling very well.
Yes.
So, put the pieces together.
What pieces? Imitating voices? Saw him a long time ago? All kinds of clothing? Not feeling well? Oh, what? Don't tell me!
Yes, my dear friend, you will pretend to be Ambassador Ignat behind a screen and Miss Latuna will believe you.
But that's crazy!
Yes, but it's the only crazy thing that might work.
But...
No buts, my friend. Just a short performance. You'll pretend to be sick so you can't have contact with Miss Latuna, and maybe even your voice will be a little different. You'll say a few nice words, how good it is to see each other, and then the meeting is over. Tomorrow we'll arrive in Clawville anyway. Well, what do you say?
Well, if we remember, if we arrive in Clawville tomorrow anyway, and there's no stop between us, our position right now in Clawville, so Miss Laguna cannot leave the train, no matter how upset she is that two murders happened on the train. How about to just tell her the truth, which is much simpler, because she will find out the truth tomorrow anyway, when we will have to face the fact that two people died on the train with the Clawvillian authorities. I don't know, just an idea.
That you've gone completely mad on this journey. But somehow I can understand.
Fantastic. Let's get ready. The half hour will soon be up.
Oh my god, dress up Plato using nearby object to mimic Ignat in his fancy uniform. Only their silhouettes must match. A photo of Ignat will help you with this task. Where's the photo, huh?
What? What? No way. What? Not really. No way. Nah. Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Not really.
And we have one Ambassador Ignat.
Ignat? Is that really you? What happened to you?
Just a nasty cold, my dear. Nothing serious.
Your voice sounds awful. I hardly recognize you.
Really? Well, I guess it's gone down to my throat.
Surely.
How have you been lately?
How have I been lately? We haven't seen each other in years, and that's what you asked me. Huh. I see you haven't changed a bit.
See, that's just the way I am. Good old Ignat.
Yes, good old Ignat.
So, I'll see you in Clawville then, my love. I'll be better by then. But now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay, enough of this. You didn't seriously think I'd fall for this ruse?
No, I don't understand. Sweetie?
Sweetie? Oh, enough of this charade. If anyone knows drama and bad actors, it's me.
So...
Are we busted?
Oh, that is an understatement. And I want answers now. I'll be waiting for you in my room.
Well, that worked fantastically. You're a genius, Moses.
Well, we had to try it. I didn't hear you suggest a better idea.
You're right. But I don't like making a fool of myself.
You didn't have to. But really? Sweetie?
I had to improvise something. There was a slight chance it would work.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna get a serious dressing down. I feel like a bad kid.
Look on the bright side, Plato. While we're there, we can question the diva more thoroughly. We can find out exactly why she's here. I have a feeling that it has something to do with the murders in some strange, convoluted way.
Yeah, but remember one thing, Moses. Our clock is ticking. We'll be in Clawville tomorrow. And if we don't find all the answers...
Yes, then I'll be the prime suspect.
And what if it's the clucking chicken police that arrest you?
That would be foul. You can't let that happen, dear friend.
No way! I'd rather kill you if I have to.
That won't be necessary.
Okay.
No one else is anywhere, huh?
Interesting.
My old comrade and friend Plato have only been partners for 5 years, but we've already been through a lot of interesting cases. This one feels special somehow.
We found ourselves back in Miss Latuna's private quarters. It was getting dark, but we were still under the ocean, in a room that contained its own little private sea. It was poetic and surreal. There stood before us the diva herself, Baroness and Starfish, who, now realizing we had tried to deceive her, seemed even more frightening than ever. What were we going to do? How could we turn this situation to our advantage? Many questions swirled around in my head, but I was sure that more lies would only draw us deeper into the depths. So, the moment of truth had come. And since we were already here, I had a few pointed questions up my sleeve.
Okay, so we got the question. I'm sorry we didn't get to question Hong Kong. That's because I prioritized cracking the mystery box.
Well, here they are. The pride of the Clawvillian crown, no less.
Look, Miss Latuna, we can explain.
I was hoping you would. So, how did Ignat die? And when, exactly?
How do you know he's dead?
I spoke to him last night. His ghost visited me. You see, I can talk to the dead.
Oh, please. Not you two.
If you knew all along that the ambassador was dead, why did you let us play this charade?
I was curious to see what you would do, and what that would reveal about you.
And what does that tell you about us?
That you fear the consequences as much as I do, and that you didn't do it.
What? Why? We acted exactly as someone trying to cover their tracks would. No body, no crime.
I can see your aura, Moses Wildflower. I know for a fact that you would never be capable of murder. Not willingly, anyway.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Although I'm not so sure myself.
I think it's time we had a talk. I imagine you're interested in why Ignat ended up on this journey. Beyond the obvious.
The obvious?
Beyond the fact that I was his lover.
Ah! Yeah, that was obvious.
So, any questions? Now comes the interrogation, am I right? I've always been interested in how this really works.
Well, yes. Just relax. You are not a suspect. We just want to understand your role in this whole story.
Come at me, gentlemen.
Well, what are you waiting for? I think we've wasted enough time with your theatrics. Yes, well, let's see then.
Miss Latuna Oysterhouse. Are we questioning her? Or is she questioning us? I'm not sure. Maybe both at the same time. Either way, I'll need all my experience and, of course, all the knowledge I've gathered so far if I want to get the whole truth out of her. Take a deep breath. This is going to be a deep dive. So, you're saying that your relationship was romantic. How real was it?
Real? You mean physical?
Well, yes. Sort of.
You're not embarrassed, are you, detective?
A little. I admit, this topic makes me uncomfortable.
Just think about it. How real and physical can a relationship be when you're 1,000 miles apart?
Not that much.
Very good. Well done, detective. Your powers of deduction are most outstanding.
Thank you.
Alright, let's see. Would you mind telling us how it all started between you two?
Would you mind telling us how it all started between you two?
As I said, It was a long time ago. We were both young. Ignat was a highly ambitious soldier. At that time, he was just a corporal in the Stavonian Navy. I was singing in a club. You know, land animals were rare in Nautica back then. We were both exotic to each other.
I think I understand. And how long did this last between you?
The Stavonian forces were only stationed there for 2 years. Then one day, he was ordered home.
And you haven't seen each other since?
Only twice, when life brought us together. But we mostly kept in touch by letter. Ignat never missed a month. His letters arrived on time for almost 20 years.
I think that's the truth. I can't think of anything that would dispute
I
that.
see. I think you're telling the truth. Or rather, you really believe what you're saying.
You're a living lie detector, aren't you?
Well, I use all my senses when I question someone. The actual questions and answers are really only part of the whole thing.
Just do what you think is best, detective. I have nothing to hide.
Yes, okay, that was correct.
Did Ignat's family know about your relationship?
You're fishing for sordid details, aren't you? I thought you were a detective, not a tabloid hack.
Please, this is indeed an important issue given the current circumstances.
Ignat's family didn't know I existed, but I knew a lot about them from his letters. I knew his wife, Capia, almost as a friend. He wrote so much about her.
And Kunya, his daughter?
I only knew she existed, but he never talked about her in detail.
He didn't seem very emotional, at least when it came to his own child.
Or maybe their relationship was so pure that he didn't want to involve her in something as sinful and secretive as ours was. But either way, family came first for Ignat. I'm sure of that.
I mean, I don't think that's true, but she might perceive it as the truth. I mean, let's try it.
Unfortunately, I cannot agree with that. And neither can Ignat's only daughter. According to Kunya, her father was always cold and distant towards her, and even despised her.
Oh, that spoiled little brat. Just as her father described her.
But you just said he didn't write about her.
Well, just a few passing thoughts. After Capia's death, when Kunya was only 7 years old, they lost all contact. And the girl also lost her faith in Stavonia. And in her father. Rumor has it that she longs to go straight to Clawville, that hotbed of filth and crime.
Thank you on behalf of all my fellow Clawvillian citizens.
Oh yeah, that was very correct.
What was the purpose of your meeting in Clawville?
Oh, please. It's not proper to ask a lady such questions. The delights of my bedroom are my own personal business.
Oh.
I'm afraid you misunderstand me, but that's also a kind of answer. So, would it have just been a brief encounter? Or were you planning something more long-term?
I admit I don't know myself. Ignat tended to make promises in his letters. I don't know how serious he was about what he said.
So he promised you something?
Oh, he always promised. He said his wife had been dead for a long time, and maybe it was time for him to remarry.
So he would have married you?
He only hinted at it. But I'm not a naive girl. I didn't take it completely seriously. I didn't even care. I just wanted to see him at last. Alive and well.
I'm sorry that won't be possible.
Me too, Detective. Me too.
How do you think the animals saw Ambassador Ignat?
What do you mean? I don't quite understand the question.
Since someone killed him, he must have had some detractors, enemies even. And let's face it, many people weren't all that surprised by the crime.
I don't understand what you're getting at. He was a gentleman through and through. Many may have envied him, but everyone who knew Ignat loved him.
No, that's a lie. Everyone here hated him. Okay, either the massacre in Torogo or his dark past. I think both could work here, but I'm gonna go with his dark past.
We heard and experienced exactly the opposite. Ignat treated and spoke to everyone condescendingly. What's more, there were rumors circulating about his horrific acts during the war.
Well, maybe. He was a somewhat divisive figure.
Divisive? That's putting it mildly. There are plenty of people on this train who had a motive to get rid of him, and it wasn't because he was loved and popular.
All right, yes. Ignat was tough, ruthless and fearless, but he was almost a demigod among animals. He couldn't stand those who existed on levels below him. How could you understand that? Only the powerful understand the terrible and terribly lonely burden that comes with power.
Well, that was honest and scary and rude. But thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Okay. That was a little bit correct, but maybe not the best choice. I'm not sure.
Do you think Ignat's death could have been politically motivated?
What else could it have been? As a private individual, he was a truly charming and unblemished person.
Unblemished, apart from the secret affair and war crimes.
Alleged war crimes?
I was hoping you wouldn't deny the affair, at least.
Look, he may not have been a perfect animal, but he certainly didn't deserve such a disgraceful end.
I never said that, Miss Latuna. Did Ignat ever mention an assassination plot against him?
Come on. Ignat would never have believed that anyone was capable of doing such a thing. That anyone would have the courage to commit such an atrocity.
Really?
Really. He believed that everyone would work together for peace on this journey. And he always saw only the good in animals. Even those who had previously been his enemies.
Really?
Yes, really.
Yeah, come, that's a fucking lie.
Wrong. I don't know if you're lying on purpose or if you're really that naive.
I beg your pardon?
Let me explain. Not only was Ignat not a true believer in peace, as he repeatedly stated, but he firmly believed that someone would try to take his life during the trip. By someone, he mainly meant the Torogo delegation.
That's impossible. He wasn't like that at all.
Look, ma'am, I'm sorry to say this, but the person who emerges from his letters probably wasn't even remotely similar to the real flesh and blood version.
Take that back!
These are just facts, Miss Latuna. Facts cannot be taken back. At most, they can be ignored.
You are a vile, slick, sick fox, Moses Wildflower!
I am a servant of the truth, ma'am. Nothing more. Nothing less. What was the ambassador's position on the war?
He was against it, of course. Why do you think he took part in this peace mission?
Some say the opposite, that Stavonia sent him there just to show off its power. After all, we are talking about a general who led conquering campaigns.
Well, that's exactly the point. When such a dangerous man of high caliber is capable of laying down his arms, it becomes the greatest gesture toward peace.
Really? Well, that's an interesting perspective, I must admit.
No matter how terrible the rumors about him were, Ignat would have done anything for peace. He almost despised violence.
We heard and experienced exactly the opposite. Ignat treated and spoke to everyone condescendingly. What's more...
Well, maybe. He was...
divisive?
Okay, it's
That's
exactly the
putting it
same
mildly.
dialogue.
All right. Yes.
Well, that was...
You're welcome.
Okay, it's interesting that to two questions, when we confront her on a lie, we get the exact same dialogue.
Did Ignat himself ask you to join the journey?
To be honest, Ignat wasn't really keen on meeting the Fox King.
You mean King Hector III?
That's what I said. So he wanted me, apart from the fact that my presence alone elevates any event, to be a kind of mediator.
So you already knew the king?
I met him a few times, yes. So I was the link between him and Ignat.
Strange. I wouldn't have thought that the great and powerful Ignat would be afraid of a king.
Afraid? He was just afraid of saying something that might start a war.
Well, yes, that fits the picture better. What did the ambassador say to you after his death?
So you want to know what Ignat's ghost said? Well, you don't believe in ghosts, do you, detective?
I wouldn't say that, but what such a presence said to you could still be important information.
You're an eternal skeptic, aren't you? You only believe what you see.
Or what I perceive with any of my primary senses, yes.
What about your sixth sense?
I get along just fine with 5, thank you.
Well, unfortunately, the message was vague and dreamlike.
Of course.
You know, a serious conversation with a ghost requires serious preparation.
As is well known.
Unfortunately, apart from letting me know that he had died, he couldn't tell me much else. It was more of a feeling that he left behind.
A feeling? What kind of feeling?
A feeling of great power. Someone who seems to tower over this entire journey. A force that moves and influences others.
Okay, I feel
I
like
see.
none of the...
I think you're telling the truth. Or rather, you really believe what you're saying.
You're a living lie detector.
Well, I use all my senses when I question someone. The actual question...
Just do what you think is...
What do you think? Could you summon Ambassador Ignat for us again?
You mean, hold a seance?
Would you be able to do that?
Well, yes, of course. But I'll need a few things.
And what are they?
In order for the seance to be perfect and lasting, we need someone who has seen a ghost. Other than myself, of course. Someone with a strong heart and faith, And someone who is pure and innocent, like white snow.
Okay, someone who has seen a ghost. Is definitely Artemis with a strong heart and faith. I mean, strong faith, I would say Mujara, but he doesn't have a strong heart, he has a sick heart. Someone who's pure and innocent is like white snow. Fanny? Moses?
So we need 3 people.
Besides us, yes, exactly.
Okay, besides us.
We can probably manage that.
Good. I'll get everything ready. Oh, we're in for an exciting night.
Yes, I'm sure of that.
But it's still only... Oh no, I hit 100. Okay, cool. I did it correctly. So 2 truths and the rest was... Or like, what you perceived as truths, but I had nothing... Like, I had no information that would contradict that. But yeah, perfect questioning. Nice. A secret affair and voices from the beyond. One thing is certain. This interrogation will remain memorable for me for a long time.
A seance? What's gotten into you, Moses? It must be the pressure down here underwater. It must have gone to your nerves.
Not at all, my dear friend. It's perfectly logical. It doesn't matter whether the ghost is real or not. Don't you understand?
No, not really.
The point is what Miss Latuna will say, not who it actually comes from.
If you say so. And who will be the 3 lucky ones we bring to this little seance?
Someone who has seen a ghost.
The Baron, that's obvious.
Someone with a strong heart and faith.
Perhaps Mujara Separ, or rather his pretty assistant.
I mean, strong faith, I would more go for the sip, but again, not a strong heart.
We wanted to talk to her anyway. And the 3rd person, who is as pure as the driven snow.
That can only be Miss Faye. That woman is as innocent as a bunny rabbit.
Then we have everyone.
Moses.
Yes, my dear friend.
It's gonna be a long night.
And haunting. But let's hope we make a breakthrough in the case at least.
Yeah, because if we don't, we might turn into ghosts ourselves before we reach Clawville.
Key event reached. So what's gonna happen next? Or just we have a little time to look around now. Well, I think we have some time to look around. Okay. Okay, so the thing is, we have to talk to the 3 people we need, I guess.
Can I be honest with you?
Be always honest with me, Detective. I can take anything. My feathers are made of steel.
That's reassuring to hear. So, I was wondering, you still haven't told us the real reason you're here.
Do you even have a valid ticket for this train?
Oh, don't worry about that. I've already discussed everything with Pierre.
And my question?
Do you still think I was with the pirates who attacked the train?
For the time being, I can't believe anything else.
Well, my friend, the truth couldn't be further from that theory.
Care to elaborate?
All right. I suppose there's no point keeping it a secret at this stage. I was on the run, gentlemen.
On the run?
Exactly. I was partly responsible for the attack, but the pirates weren't actually trying to hijack the train. They just wanted to capture me.
So he was on the run, just as disabled. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to talk to you about that. Let me make sure that I have all the people I need for the seance first.
Let's see.
Okay, what's with the plant?
My dear, all alone?
Mujara Separ wasn't feeling well. He asked Pierre for a quiet cabin and is taking a nap there.
Something happened to him?
Nothing really unusual, just... I think he's been worn out by the quite wild events of the last few days.
Well, I can understand that. I could use a cabin of my own, an aspirin, and a good swig of whiskey.
Well, let's hope Separ will be all right soon.
Let's hope so. He's been acting so strangely lately.
Strangely?
Just more agitated than usual. I guess it's all the stress of the peace negotiations and now these awful murders.
And it doesn't help that the Tarokians had plenty of motive.
Plato?
No, he's right. You're right, Mr. Palladius. If anyone could gain from all this, it would be us.
I know you would never do such a thing, and I wouldn't suspect Separ either.
Thank you, Detective.
Just Moses.
Moses.
We have work to do. Moses.
Oh, yes. Let's see.
I think you wanted to ask me something. Oh yes, of course.
We found something in the secret box.
You mean the Never Forget box?
Oh, yes, of course. Silly me.
Jeez, Moses.
So, we found something in the Never Forget box. It was a kind of decoder, and when we solved it, we found a word.
A word? Really? How exciting!
The word was Malvaceae hibiconia.
Oh, how strange. Really? That's the name of the flower we keep here under the cloche.
Exactly, my dear. Can you tell me why you are so protective of this plant? And why is it with you on this journey?
Of course. This plant is extremely rare and, moreover, wonderfully beautiful. That is why we are taking it to King Hector as a special gift from Tarogo.
And could you tell me who ordered you to do so?
It was Mujara Separ himself. He asked us to find the most special flower that Tarogo could produce.
And you...
And I knew right away what it would be. You know how much I love plants, especially flowers. Just like you, Mr. Wildflower.
Just call me Moses. Wildflower. I see.
The flirting is heavy on this.
Yes. So you don't know why the name of the flower was inside a hidden decoder? Don't you find that rather strange?
I do, Moses. It's extremely strange. It's a rare plant, but I don't know why anyone would go to such lengths to hide its name. But maybe the Separ could help you.
Can we visit him in his cabin?
I'm afraid you'll have to wait until he's feeling better.
We understand. Thank you, dear. We'll do just that.
You're welcome, Moses.
My dear, could you tell me a little more about what you're feeling?
I don't know how to put it into words. It's not fear. Not the kind of fear you feel when you're in danger. It's something more.
It's not about you, am I right?
It's neither about me nor anyone else, but rather... it's about everyone. That sounds so cliché.
It's not cliché, my dear. It's reality. Unfortunately, it looks like we're sitting on a powder keg.
You mean here on this train?
More like all over the world.
Right? So you feel it too? There's something terrible, haunting, pervasive in the air. As if the truth has finally died.
I wouldn't go that far, my dear. And I will do everything possible to ensure that the truth comes to light on our journey.
No matter how painful it may be?
A painful truth is still better than a pleasant lie. Am I right? Look at me. Now I'm talking in cliches.
Indeed. But please, Moses, take care of yourselves. Whatever is going on this train, I fear it could rewrite our entire known world if we don't do something about it.
Don't worry. We'll be here, madam.
Thank you, Moses.
My dear, may we ask you a question? Or rather make a request?
Of course, Moses. Anytime.
You see, Madame Latuna, our new passenger, would like to hold a seance.
A what?
A kind of spirit calling, during which she believes she can communicate with the ghost of Ambassador Ignat, and I'd like you there.
Oh, that sounds terrifying. I suddenly feel a chill.
Don't worry, dear. I'll be there. I'll keep an eye on you.
You mean you'll take care of me if I get scared?
More than that, my dear. If you want, I won't even let go of your hand.
Honestly, I mean, I think they're cute together. I really hope Fanny isn't the killer because that would be so heartbreaking for Moses.
Here we go.
But why did you think of me?
Madame Latuna said we need someone with strong faith and a strong heart.
And you thought of me?
Immediately, my dear.
Well, I don't know what to say. How could I refuse such an invitation? I'll be there, Moses.
My heart is racing, my dear. Thank you. This will be a great help in finally finding the real culprit.
So you don't think it was you?
Well, I don't know. I'm still unsure.
But you have to believe in yourself, Moses. I can see into your soul, and I know you wouldn't be capable of such a thing.
Do you really mean that?
Should I leave?
I mean it, Moses.
Miss Fanny,
I'll leave. Just let me know.
Yes, Moses? What did you want to say?
I don't know. It just...
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Just... No one has ever spoken to me like you do.
Really? That's awful.
It has been. Until now.
All right, Chief. I'll wait outside.
My dear.
Yes?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Moses.
I'll see you in Madame Latuna's compartment.
I'll be there.
I can't wait.
Hairy, scaly, feathery, fluffy heavens, save me!
You know, it is a little cute though. See you soon, Moses. I'm looking forward to it, my dear. Yeah, me too. Alright, let's see. Alright. And I think I'm gonna end it here for today. Seems like a good as any. A point. Kind of ran out of time, like kind of reached the time where I wanted to stop streaming. Yeah, it means we'll probably finish next time. Since we're set to arrive in Clawville the next day, meaning we probably have the seance and then, yeah, another day, something more to happen. But yeah, probably reach the end. We're gonna reach the end tomorrow. And it will be interesting. So right now, I feel like I'm at a loss. And yeah, honestly, if you would have, like, if I had to pinpoint someone right now, I would say Pierre. Like, like I like the fella, and I don't want to hit on him because he's an insect. But I'm thinking, like even if it doesn't have a reason, like who could have possibly done it? Who could have committed both murders? Especially with Hong Kong, like it would have needed to be someone who Hong Kong let in his room. And also, like, Pierre going around on the corridors, even late in the evening, wouldn't be suspicious to anyone, you know what I mean? But yeah. I mean, I don't think it was the Turogans. I mean, I'm still a little worried it might have been Fadi, just because, you know, again, Moses was somewhat drugged or put out of it, and she's a plant expert and has a bunch of medications. You save your suspicions? Do that, and we can talk about it tomorrow after I've messed up the case, if you knew better than I did. I'm a little sad, I have to say in retrospect, that I didn't get to question Hong Kong. Probably not the best choice to prioritize the mystery box, but I couldn't help myself. I live for mystery boxes, what can I say? And at the time, I did not think he would die. I just thought we would be able to question him later, but that's what I get for it, I guess. But yeah, as soon as I heard there was a second death, I was like, oh, it's gonna be Hong Kong, and now I don't get to question him. Happens. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed stream today. Thank you all for being here, and also thanks to everyone who watches this later on Twitch as well or on YouTube. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be for you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye guys.
Somewhere, someone holds you when you want me. We're never done. We're never done. Never where we should be. Tracing circles on my mind. What to do with all the time? Give you up or make you mine. So give me one more night to hold you. One